Ready to get killed by an infinite hotel room.
Hey,
Or something like that.
Let's hope not.
that's the natural way to go in a game like this. So that's dying quietly in your old age.
I guess so.
Well, without further ado, who remembers what happened last time in our first episode?
We talked our way into the hotel, surprisingly. And looked at the sixth floor. Was it? Yeah, it's the sixth floor.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a dead dude up there full of moths. With a moth tattoo, apparently. Owners didn't like mothballs, makes me think that they liked the moths. Um, Potentially the people who rebuilt the place were into occult shit because of the picture of Solomon Black and the vision that my character had. That's what I remember. Also, the teleporting room.
Yes, there
Yeah,
was
I
a
got
teleporting
Scooby-Doo.
room. You sure did.
The Scooby doors, yes. And then we went downstairs and bothered everybody at work.
Yeah, then we ran around the basement for a while. Didn't find out very much down there, I don't think, but
We did do a
scoped it
little
out for the
talking
future.
down there, yeah. Looking around, scoped it out.
Hmm.
Figured out that in the basement is where the security control room is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was your most notable discovery.
And a really mean cook.
Yeah.
I mean, he's cooking for New York City elite. You can't smoke enough cigarettes.
I can't help but picture Joey from Bistro Huddy, and I don't know why.
Well, yeah, all of those things that you said were true. We did our preliminary investigation of the hotel, the plaza, in downtown Manhattan, to discover a number of things that were off. Just like Cecil told us, the building does seem inherently maybe sentient as the doors switched around on one of our members, Finn, who walked into one door and walked out of another in plain sight of two of the other investigators. Besides all of that we talked about, we ended very specifically with us having making our way back to the safe house at Washington Mews, just across from Washington Square Park, and taking a little bit of a rest before a number of our investigators made their way over to the library at the Silver Center just across the road, or what was previously the Triangle Shirtwaist Building, which we found a plaque which connected things surprisingly together. As that building, too, as we read a document, was created or built by the architects of Solomon and Black in the early 20th century.
Do we think that's worth looking into, by the way?
What, Solomon Black?
Yeah, like the building that our safe house is near. If it was, I mean, it's a site of a horrible tragedy, but is there any supernatural goings on that we've heard about?
I don't know about the building itself, but considering that my character had a vision of that dude,
Mm-hmm.
I think she at least wants to look into him more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think right where we left off, we had wandered into the library. Let me do have another. Looking for a couple of books.
I want the kitty to actually be there.
Looking for a couple of books. Would you remind me again what specific books you were browsing the library for?
I wanted to find a Lepidoptery book to figure out what kind of moths those were.
Sure thing. Not too hard to find.
Finn was looking for books with like very popular iconography, like any symbols used throughout history.
And I believe you were put onto a book of Native American sigils.
Yeah.
Specifically, petroglyphs of the peoples of North America. Was there anything else we were looking for?
Would there happen to be any record or just, I guess, sorry, a book on the Cornelius Vanderbilt estate?
Yeah, you can actually take a look around and find a number of archived books here from the New York architect. One of which certainly would contain that information. You pick up the 1908 copy of the New York Architect.
Thank you.
Who was picking that up? Who's reading it?
Ren.
Okay.
And then we were also looking for, actually, you'd probably be looking for similar books if you were looking for architectural works. So you two agents would probably be poring over things together, or make your way to a very similar section of the library to look for architectural history of New York City.
I want to be able to go through that hard drive while everybody's looking at books.
Okie dokie. Yeah, this trip excursion to the library does take a couple of a little while to track things down. So while you are going over your leads here, back at the safe house, one of our agents is going through the hard drive of a computer that was found in room 666 of the Plaza Hotel. Why don't you make me a roll with the 2 dice? As you are... Oh my goodness, I cannot speak today. Trained in computer science.
It's a nifty 5.
The data on this drive is password protected, and it'll probably take you the better part of a night running a password cracker to get this open.
Will do.
But that is a thing that you do have access to. You can brute force this. It'll just take you time. Who wants to read their book first?
I mean, I want to figure out what those moths are.
Yeah, you find a book on Lepidoptery, a standard scientific issue book, and begin to flip through it. Is there anything in particular that I know you're looking for this specific moth, but there's a lot of moths in this book. Would you make me a roll, perhaps, with your... I would say probably on this one die, because you don't really have... you're not, like...
It's not my forte.
Forte is not Lepidoptery. But you could push the roll, if you wanted to.
Alright. I did pretty good. I don't need to worry about it. It's just a very striking moth with its little red dots.
It is, yeah. You recall that iconography on its wings of looking like eyes and begin to make your way through this book. The family of moths which this is from is called the Polyphemus moth. In terms of its general classification. And you start to look through these Polyphemus moths looking for ones that are a little bit more darker in color, because the ones that you immediately come upon are a lot lighter in color, though this does strike you as something that's not out of the ordinary. The Polyphemus species of moth is, it is, oh my god, native to New York in Central North America, or Eastern
Okay,
North
that's
America.
good to know. So, the type of moth, at least, is not anomalous. Or it doesn't appear to be.
But by all means, when you are going over these Polyphemus moths who do have that very signature eye coloration on their wings to essentially act like predators, they are... You certainly don't see anything in this book about corpses or anything of the related. They are just... But they are from a family of silk moths. Moths that have been historically farmed for silk.
Okay.
Specifically, this book notes that the practices can date back to native traditions.
Was Solomon Black trying to farm silk from supernatural moths? Okay.
This book, however, does not seem to have any crazy outlandish classifications of moths, though. It seems very stock standard, and you don't see anything that is that same coloration as the ones that you saw.
And the ones we saw are darker or lighter? I can't remember.
They're darker.
Okay.
If you take a look in your simple quest, there is a moth picture that has them darker.
Right, yeah, I had seen that one. Okay. Well, that's my 30 minutes in the library.
A
What's the
thorough,
person?
yeah, no, a good investigating. We poring over the New York Architect, or are we looking through the Book of Native Sigils?
I could do those sigils. I mean, it's gonna be mostly pictures, so I feel like I'd probably finish them pretty quickly. Do I have to roll a check for this?
Yeah, actually, make me a check. Just use one die, and or you can push your roll with
I'll believe. Okay, nice. Got a 5.
You start to look through this book, poring over the different tribes, and this covers a lot of different tribal symbols all the way from the opposite side of the country straight up through this part. But you do find that the pages on this eastern tribes of America are dog-eared and well-worn because people have gone through them a number of times. It's not too hard to find that the original native peoples who inhabited along the Hudson River in Manhattan were known as the Lenape people. And with your, you rolled a 5. With your 5, you do find actually that the Lenape people originally living on the island of Manhattan did have some iconography that was of moths.
Do I see anything that looked like the symbol that was on the ground in room 666?
No, you do not. But you do see a very similar symbol drawn in that just very stark black outline of a moth, being related to the Lenape people of Manhattan, or Manhattan, as it was called when it was ruled by natives.
Does it say what they used it for?
They farmed the silk of specific moths in the area.
And you said that... Was it this library that used to be the old... like, clothing...
This building
disposal?
itself, the Silver Center, was originally known by other names, but yeah, or constructed in the early 20th century to be a factory style building that had a catastrophe work violation catastrophe, basically, that essentially invented modern labor law. Over 100
like,
people burned to
clothing-
death, possibly in this very room.
And was it clothing related, right?
It was the Triangle Shirtwaist Company, a garment manufacturing company.
But it says shirt waist. Does that mean like they were disposing of clothing?
That was just
No,
what
no,
the
no,
company
no.
was
It's a whole
called.
tiny piece of
Am I
clothing.
just stupid?
Like
Okay.
it's because
Like it's
the
old,
way the
tiny
shirt
clothes.
was tucked, like the shirt waist,
Yeah.
like
Okay, waist.
triangle
waist.
figure. Yeah,
Yeah.
See. Wrong waist.
yeah.
Weast.
AI.
Yeah, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire in the Greenwich Village neighborhood of Manhattan, New York City happened on Saturday, March 25th, 1911, and was the deadliest industrial disaster in the history of New York City, and one of the deadliest in in U.S. history. The fire caused the death of 146 garment workers, 123 women and girls, and 23 men who died from the fire, smoke inhalation, falling and or jumping to their deaths. Most of the victims were recent Italian or Jewish immigrant women and girls aged 14 to 23. Of the victims whose ages are unknown, the oldest victim whose ages are known, the oldest victim was 43-year-old Providenza Pano, and the youngest were 14-year-olds Kate Leone and Rosaria Maltese. The factory was located on the 8th, 9th, and 10th floors of the Osh building, which was built in 1901, later renamed to the Silver Center. It still stands at 2329 Washington Place, it's where you are, Washington Square Park in New York's NYU campus. The building has been designated a National Historical Landmark and the City of New York landmark. The Triangle Shirtwaist Company filed an ineffective lawsuit against Solomon and Black Architectural Works, the original architects of the building, on the basis of faulty stairwell codes. But the accused, Mr. Black, had fallen ill and died at his Plaza Hotel apartment earlier that year.
That's the Plaza Hotel. That's where we're investigating. This man is connected in many, many, many ways.
Hmm.
So one of you is reading a book on him, right? Am I crazy?
We have that one queued up. I don't know if
Oh, I
anybody's
see.
reading it yet.
I see.
We have a book on New York architecture, The New York Architect, from 1908, I believe.
Sure do. Have my notes.
Okay.
As somebody who's an established bookworm, why don't you roll me 2 dice?
Oh, God. Sorry. No.
That's okay. Yeah, you start to look through the indexing to find that specific name, Solomon in Black. And you can find that these 2 men who ran this company, did I give? I don't want to butcher what his first name was. Harry S. Black. Yeah, that's what his name is. Harry S. Black. You actually note a number of historical buildings in New York City who are built by this same architectural company. Not only the Plaza Hotel, the second version of the Plaza Hotel, as we went over in episode 1. Not only the Plaza Hotel, but parts of Grand Central Station, Grand Central Terminal, in downtown, as well as this building that you're in, the Oshk building, were constructed by Solomon and Black. As well as you find other information about the Jefferson Courthouse and Prison, which was a notable women's penitentiary, a correctional facility in Manhattan, or in the Village in Manhattan here, which housed a number of very, very notable female inmates over the years, such as people like Jane Alpert, Dorothy Day, like Polly Adler, like women's rights activists. You also you start to follow this name around and see it connected to, yeah, tons of different buildings. Most notably those ones that I just mentioned.
Well, it seems like he's got his hands in a lot of things. Like you said, a lot of things. Look at all these buildings.
You also note another super important, a building that is also not very far from you. A building that has since been renamed to the House of Death in Greenwich Village. A building with a startling past where a number of people have died. Built on West 10th Street in Greenwich Village. Constructed by Solomon and Black. In fact, a number of entire lines of buildings in Greenwich Village were constructed in the late 19th, early 20th century by Solomon and Black. Basically, this whole area in Greenwich Village. You find a lot of things about how at that time in the late 19th century, early 20th century, that people were the elite of New York City were hesitant to move uptown because at the time in the late 1800s, New York City specifically was mostly down on Wall Street, down in what's now known as the Battery, where most people who were elite lived. And the area where you are now in Washington Square Park was mostly farmland, like a place where the poor and indigent lived, people who were service workers, factory workers. That's why such things as the Triangle Shirtwaist facility were a thing in this specific part of town.
Makes sense.
Until you see at this turn of the century, that you see things like the Plaza Hotel start to be built uptown, the Astoria Hotel, the Met Gala, Grand Central Terminal, all of these things built way, way, way uptown that kind of drag the elite up towards that part of town, away from Wall Street. I mean, it's still a very elite part of town, but this was the first time that it was really acceptable for people to live up in Greenwich Village or past that. So you find early 20th century a lot of these accounts of companies like Solomon Black buying entire apartment rows, like essentially just buy the whole street and renovate it. Like turn them from these late 19th century colonial style buildings into what they are today, these renovated Art Deco style New York City brownstones, basically. I know I just yapped at you for like 5 minutes, so.
No, it's okay. I've been typing everything. It's like, okay.
That's what you kind of find. Those notable buildings.
Got you. Is just to go back to the Vanderbilt estate. I was just trying to figure out what happened.
Oh, right.
To it.
The Vanderbilt estate. That was another thing I didn't mention. Thank you for bringing me back to that. The Vanderbilt estate was a... Actually, let me just quote Wikipedia at you.
Yes, give me the goods.
From the late 1870s to the early 1920s, the Vanderbilt family, a very prominent New York family, employed some of the best architects and decorators in the entirety of the United States to build notable strings of townhouses in New York City, specifically in the upper side where you guys are, or where you were by the Plaza Hotel. One of which of his palaces was known as the Vanderbilt Estate, downtown New York City. I'm trying to find it. The Cornelius Vanderbilt II House was a large mansion built in 1883 on 1 West 57th Street in Manhattan, New York City. It occupied the frontage along west side of Fifth Avenue and overlooked Grand Army Plaza. It was until it was destroyed or torn down in the... When was the demolition? In 1926. It was one of the most expensive single-family homes ever built in downtown New York City, costing the Vanderbilt Trust around $7 million in 1900s money, which is a disgusting amount of money.
Oh my god.
It was destroyed, torn down in 1926 because the property was bought and valued at around the same price as the house itself that was on it. And it is actually now next door to where the current gigantic skyscraper of Trump Tower sits.
Oh my god.
I see the shit clusters in the same place.
I like that.
Basically, before its demolition, Yeah, the mansion was and remains the largest private residence ever built in New York City. 13 years after moving into his new home, uh, Cornelius suffered a stroke that left him confined to a wheelchair for the remaining 3 years of his life. He gave the estate to his wife, who could not pay for the taxes on it, and it ended up getting foreclosed upon and torn down in the early 1926.
Damn.
However, you do note that it does mention that a number of pieces of the mansion were donated. The hearth manor the hearth that was in the grand foyer was donated to the Plaza Hotel and still sits in the Oak Room in the Plaza Hotel, the very room that you went into, as well as the 10-foot tall metal gate front entryway that now sits at the 105th Street entrance to Central Park.
Man, to be on the demolition crew for that building, you probably
Right.
could have stolen some really
So much
valuable shit.
So much shit.
Yeah, the tearing down of this building is often remarked as the end of the golden age of mansion building in downtown Manhattan. Because at the time, everybody was building, like I said, people were moving uptown like that and building these gigantic, frivolous mansions because they were trying to convince other New York City elite to move uptown.
Damn.
Exposition, exposition, exposition.
Typing. I got it. I got you.
Well, it sounds to me like we've all got a lot of correlating information.
Yeah. How long did we have to do all this? Like, did we get a deadline from our handler person?
You have a week.
Okay.
It's still day one. You were given a week as just a general timeline of investigations. Like, if it were needed to go on further, then it would be just the kind of thing that's going to get escalated, you know? You guys are really here to understand whether or not this is actually a threat that C-Cell needs to, like, mobilize a real, like, anomaly task force to deal with, like, in full force.
Okay. Well, as much as it seems like some other Solomon and Black buildings need investigating, I guess we can focus on this one. Since that's, why we're here. But it does seem like Disaster followed that guy around.
Oh, Harry, what were you up to? A
Do you
lot.
think he has any like children or family in the area still?
That's not a bad point.
That's honestly.
Yeah, I would be down to look that up.
Stella, you're still at the library. You can take a minute to go through obituaries and stuff to see if this Black family is still residents of New York.
It said he left a wife, but she couldn't pay the taxes. I wonder where she moved to.
That was Cornelius Vanderbilt.
Oh, fuck.
Different
never
guy.
mind. All people look the same.
Also a rich uptown New Yorker from the same time, so...
Not far off.
Well,
Pats his shoulder. Not far off.
probably the difference between a multimillionaire and then someone like Bezos, but
Oh my god.
Potato, potato.
Who's basic? Who's that?
So what time is it for our characters right now?
It's in the evening. You guys slept for a couple hours, so I'd say it's probably right around 7 or 8 p.m.
Okay. And when are we doing our night investigation of the hotel?
We should probably get on that. I'm rather tired.
Well, I think our hacker man is still busy with the hard drive.
Oh, we could, maybe we'll wait. Maybe we do our evening search tomorrow then? Is Lydia with us at the... I think that's
Developing
your character name?
photos. Yeah, Lydia.
Oh, she's still at the base, okay.
She's developing photos. So there is stuff to look at when you guys get back, because it probably would help to have multiple people looking at photos for anything we missed.
Well, let's go, we'll go talk to them, we'll see if Hacker Man's done, and we'll see what the photos look like, and we can decide from there.
Okay.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, you make your way back to the safe house at Washington Mews. It's not very far. Your photos have turned out pretty well. You can develop your photos, and they've turned into, you got a good photo of the moth and a good photo of some other things, I believe. The body,
Yeah.
the circle. You guys can all review them. The strange statue of a moth and the head of a
Yes.
man.
I would have taken the probably the computer equipment that my brother was working on, and like the picture above the fireplace. Anything that looked like it could be even slightly remotely notable, and she probably took multiple angles of the body.
Any ghostly apparitions show up in our pictures?
Any Casper the goats flipping us off in the background or anything? We would be so lucky for them to be
Okay.
friendly ghosts.
As you are looking over these photos, you come across. You actually took a couple photos of the body itself.
Mhm.
And you notice that 3 out of the 4 images that you took of this body have the eyes closed.
Don't you fucking dare.
But there's one. You pull up the last one, and for a second, you swear the man's eyes stare directly into yours before you blink and hold the image up to the light again,
Yeah, true.
and his eyes are
Like-
closed.
I'm not
My-
even in this. Oh, no.
I got up for a second. I'm back. Okay, like I had to move for a second because that creeped me out. Anyway.
And you take
No
a
immediate
stress.
effect. Oh, just kidding.
Wait, what was that?
You take a sanity.
Ah,
Yeah, fucking
uh,
nope.
you had to. You
No.
had to fucking the secret existence.
I was trying to make a joke about Mansions of Madness, and it backfired.
I imagine I was always probably gonna take a stress here, but it was your fault.
Finally won another game of Mansions of Madness recently.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
the Miskatonic University one.
That one's fucking hard.
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna win. But
Yo,
we-
is that the one where like you have to guess at the end? Like you have to there's like a bunch of different things. You have to like guess which one of like the 4 people or which one of like the 4 artifacts is the one that's
No,
making people
well-
corrupt.
no, I think that's the museum one.
Oh yeah, that one. Faye, Jake, and I have played maybe like 4 or 5 times and lost every single time.
Now this one was you're at the university helping this chemist lady make like the god serum so you can
Oh yeah, that one's
stop
good
some
too.
bullshit from happening.
We lost that one the first time and we beat it the second time, I think.
Anyways.
I mean, she's.
We can't ask Hackerman questions.
Mm-mm.
Why
So
not?
sad. Hackerman's not here.
He had to go let his nephew in. He locked him out. He posted in chat. So I guess he
Well-
had to drive to his sister's.
come
Are
the
there
fuck
anything
back.
else of note in the photos? Or do we want to wait for other people to get back so we can kind of all take a look with some loops or something like that? Magnifying glasses. Old-timey investigation style.
I guess we can have some downtime while we wait.
Works for me.
Yeah, I don't.
How
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to continue without the other player here.
how long will it take for the stuff we asked the to be sent over to us?
Oh, actually, that comes relatively quickly. That would have
Okay.
come while everyone else was gone. There would have just been a knock at the door and a box left on a package left on the doorstep.
One of the things, I think the only thing Lydia really asked for was missing persons reports, basically, for anyone that fit the rough description of the guy on the table. So that's probably what she's doing when everybody gets back, is just poring over missing person reports.
There's a stack of them in there.
Yeah,
Like
there
I
is.
said, upwards of 6 people a day
Yeah.
are the victims of violent crime in this city. It's actually a little overwhelming of like, you start to pour over these paperworks and you realize that of the 20 or so documents in this box, they're all from the last week.
Jesus.
Did we get a length of death estimate on that guy? I don't know if any of us are skilled in that particular area.
I think the most that my character would have been able to do is determine like cause of death, maybe, but is at this point Lydia's like, is he even fucking dead? What the fuck is happening? Because she saw weird ghost shit on the picture, and now she's like, she's rattled when you guys do get back, just staring bleary-eyed at photos of missing people, trying to figure out if she can place them.
When we return, Finn immediately finds a couch
Oh,
and is laying down. Also, hopefully I stop pressing my push-to-talk button while hovering Foundry, so I stop backing out.
Lydia kind of has the photos that spread out on the table for them to see when they come in, and she's like, can you guys take a look, see if you see anything?
Can
Looks
you
like
bring
what
them
we
over
saw.
here?
In a minute.
I assume in this time you guys are sharing all the information that you learned at the library as well.
Yes. Gotta make
Mhm.
sure everybody's clued in.
Well, I hate to do this so early in the session, but do you guys want to just take a 5 until Cole gets back?
I'm here.
Oh my god, he's
Oh.
here.
Hey.
Sorry, I had to
Doctor.
make that quick as fuck.
You took 22 minutes and not 20 minutes.
Sorry.
Egad.
Well,
Oh, it's okay. Welcome back. I'm glad you're safe.
we are back at the house in Washington Mews, just reviewing some things. Going over what we found at the library, going over what we found in our pictures, and piecing together our initial red thread board.
Should probably actually do that since Cole wasn't here.
Yeah, go ahead.
All I learned was that the Native Americans in this area used a moth symbol that looked just like the moth that we found, and that they also had like moth farms for silk.
That's really cool.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm still struggling on trying to crack this laptop. I'm glad that you guys found some good information, though.
Yeah, we've definitely learned some interesting things.
So, are we calling this guy the Mothman?
Sure.
I mean, I see no compelling reason not to at this point.
I think others learned important information as well about buildings and the constructor and a bunch of other buildings he made, right?
Yeah, a lot of tragedy with this architecture firm, but it's difficult to tell if it's nefarious or just a city that has a lot of problems. Although suffice it to say, I think that the hotel probably, I think we can be quite certain that that one is not just standard city bullshit.
I mean, that stands to reason that we probably shouldn't assume that every building of theirs is worth note for this, because I feel like they built a lot, right?
It does seem that way. It seems like they built half the fucking city.
Yeah.
It also seems that there's been tragedy in a lot of that.
Most of it, for sure.
I mean, the triangle shirt. Shirt waist. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Shirt waist
Yeah.
or waistcoat? I can never remember if it's shirt waist or waistcoat. Was a pretty awful tragedy. Nothing of that scale happened at the hotel, I don't think.
I don't think so either. It seems like it's been more individual disappearances.
Nothing of that scale has happened all at once that you know of, but there have certainly been a number of people who have notably died there.
More like a death by 1,000 cuts type of tragedy as opposed to a
Yeah.
big giant one.
It's a hotel, so naturally old people live there until they die
Yeah.
and pass away there.
Fucking old people, am I right?
Fucking olds.
Hmm.
Oh my god, me.
And she is going to hold up the photos to everyone and be like, does any of you see anything standing out in these? Because she wants to see if anyone else sees what she saw, but she's not telling them about it yet because she doesn't want to put it in their heads.
Would
I
anyone
would like to
else
look
like
at
to
it.
make a roll just looking over these photos?
I would, and I'm gonna risk it.
I'm
For the,
very
All of us?
biscuit?
I'm risking it because I've done nothing but stare at a computer screen.
Oh,
Oh,
that could have
What
been
is-
real bad.
What is
no, that is real
Anvil?
bad. That is real bad because that was my risk
Oh,
it
is
die.
it? Ooh.
Okay,
Sorry, what was that?
so, yeah, upon looking over these images, before your sister even tells you what happens, you have a very similar interaction scrolling through or going through these photos. You pull one, and an image of the same corpse. It's, for a second, it's as if it's just this thing's eyes peering straight through this small little photo at you. So much so that it makes you drop the stack of cards. You drop them on the ground.
God, I hate it.
Ah!
Not even me. I fucking hate it.
Anybody else want to take a look?
And you do take a stress
Yeah.
because that was your dark die.
I
Alright.
gave it.
Well, it seems like there's something up with the pictures. Can I just ask what they saw? I'm a cautious person.
I mean, I feel like the key to proof is repetition, and it's already repeated once. Yeah, I want to wait until if somebody else wants to look. I don't want to,
You're going
Yeah,
over these, Pascal, and nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Well,
Common images. All, I mean, everything seems out of the ordinary. That was the wrong phrasing, but pretty
Yeah.
normal images.
Finn, you want to take a look over there?
guys, what are you talking about?
He'll slowly sit up and walk over to the group.
And-
Oh,
Oh,
Lydia would have brought
I
him
would
to
have brought
you.
him over. Look, I'm about
Yeah.
to say Pascal
Oh,
looking at him and
it's,
walking.
it's fine. It's fine. I shouldn't be resting hit. We might still go out. He'll take a look through them.
Sorry, TV boy. Hey, look at you.
Man, guys, remember last week when I couldn't roll above 2? This is
Dude,
great.
You are
Perhaps-
Well, this is out the
certain
wash.
that there is nothing wrong with these photos.
I mean, I know that, like, it's not exactly the prettiest sight, but, like, we did see all this already.
Not your.
You didn't see it then.
Listen, nothing's wrong with it, right? Like, you're not seeing anything.
She looks at her
I'm not
brother.
seeing anything.
So, like, a creepy guy in the corner I missed.
No, eyes. They were
He
just
was-
staring at me.
The corpse, for a second, I could have sworn it was. It was like I was looking at a TV screen, not a picture. It was like he was looking at us, looking at me.
Pull out my notebook, write down anomalous properties transferred to photographs.
You see as Finn pulls out a little tape recorder and presses play, and you hear your voice, but in like the anonymous filter. Where
Okay.
it's like he was looking at me.
You're gonna have the blurred out face with the.
I mean, it's just audio, so.
Well, that's nifty. I like
Lydia
that.
like looks at you for a second, eyes slightly narrowed. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a good one. No matter what episode it goes in.
Multi-purpose then.
Could be, but not truly, because we'll only use it once.
Hmm.
But wherever it goes, it'll be good.
Do I get any like residuals for this?
Not unless you want me to play it at normal speed and reveal your voice.
Is that
I'll be
how
okay
it
with
works?
that.
I don't think that's advisable for C-cell agents.
Yeah, not so much.
And sorry, we don't interview fans. It gets complicated. People start to question the legitimacy.
Didn't you already say you were a quack, like, a couple hours ago?
What?
Nope,
No.
never mind. Just kidding.
Kind of like it's like taken aback. Like, what the fuck, bro? Get this iPad kid out of my fucking face.
Oh,
This
As
80s iPad kid.
as the day turns into the fullness of the night here, the rain picks up, coming down heavy, thick. I mean, this is New York City, though. Things are still open. You still see people walking around outside your windows, doing things, going places.
Oh, thank God, all the piss is getting washed off the street.
Yeah, but it doesn't smell any better.
At least I won't be guaranteed.
You
stepping in it.
swear if you go outside, it almost smells worse.
Kind of
The
reawakens
ambience
things.
New York.
Of our death will be delightful.
Why the fuck do people choose to live here?
Hey, it's got its quirks.
Above
Every
you,
city smells like shit.
above you, the sound of people rolling multiple bowling balls on the ground for no apparent reason.
Professional upstairs neighbors.
I feel like
white
the three of
noise.
us from New York, yeah, we don't even notice
It's
it.
just, sleep. I can go to sleep right now, you guys. It's
You know,
great.
I was
sometimes when you're
thinking
walking the
that.
alleyways, if you look close enough, you can see like hordes of rats, and sometimes if they feel like they're doing kung fu because they're just so agile.
Have we seen a
There's
king rat?
one time I saw a very large rat and then like
Or
4
turtles?
turtles. It was great.
Oh,
Oh my god.
It was definitely like
that near that
the
pizza
New
shop
York.
on 67th?
Exactly, New York's best pizza. You already fucking. Yes. They're all huddled around it. It's great.
So I'm on a black screen again. Is that supposed to be?
Oh. You guys should have told me that earlier.
Also, is 7th a street? I don't know fuck all about New York.
7th. There's 7th Street and 7th Avenue.
Sick. I nailed it. I was just vague enough.
So did we want to try to go back over there tonight?
I mean, that was the plan, wasn't it?
Right? Mm-hmm.
Wait till there's the minimum amount of people in the building and start sleuthing around.
well, let me crack this
Hard drive?
this hard drive quickly,
Right. Yeah.
and then we'll see what we're up against.
What's your like strategy here? Are you like guessing based off of the guys, like Mothman 18?
No, I'm force brooding it by rerouting the code back and forth. Got to get rudimentary and into the root.
111 11112.
You know what binary is? It goes
I
like
think-
00110111.
I was say, I think it's 0001 0011 type shit, right?
Yeah, sure.
Dead ass.
You got it.
And my New Yorkism. Well, it is not until around midnight that you finally are able to break this this password and get into this hard drive.
Got it.
Finn, when you yell that, Finn's like, what? On the couch, just like definitely was asleep.
Okay,
The
let's see what's in
CRT
these folders.
terminal boop, emits before you a series of text logs.
Any
Alright,
of them recent?
let's figure this out.
They are actually all very recent.
Okay, I'll go by the most recent one, and then I'll work backwards.
How recent? Are we talking like yesterday, or are we talking
Within
month
the last
ago.
couple of weeks.
Can we narrow down our missing persons search with this?
The username on this computer is a man going by the name of William Meyer. And
Right.
his text logs here, as you go through them, describe him as a sort of tortured artist. A person living in New York City who came to the city to pursue an art degree at Berkeley. Aspiring to be a Jackson Pollock or an Andy Warhol type. Who describes himself as winding up living not where he wanted to. He wanted to live at this place called the Shelby, which is this super notable apartment complex / hotel in New York City that is a place where a number of tortured artists essentially get to live for free. It's a big, like, as long as you were a registered artist at the time, you could live at this place for free. But he expresses that he has had a terrible time staying there and none of the people there liked him, and so he was forced to find another place to stay. He mentions that someone tells him at some point that he can get a stay for a similar price at the plaza which to him seems something that is confusing because that's the place that all the rich people go to stay and not necessarily a place that is very pro arts. But it is at the same time a place where notable literature writers like Truman Capote or other New York City wealthy elite did live and do their works. So he, in his logs, talks about moving into a notorious writer's suite on the 6th floor of the Plaza Hotel and doing many paintings, which you do actually remember there were tons of empty canvases and paintings on the 6th floor apartment.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So the room with the black portrait was some artist's room. Or okay.
So we have his name, right?
William Meyer.
Okay. I can't Google because Google's not a real thing yet.
These text logs kind of descend into a little bit of madness towards the end. At the end, Homeboy is clearly not. He mentions how he's not hungry, he's not sleeping. He finds himself just painting 24/7, stuck in this room with no want to go outside or see real people.
Touch grass.
Just a real classic tortured artist vibe.
Shall I call in and request all the information we can get on, what was it, William
Meyer.
Meyer? Spelled like the grocery store chain? It's not really groceries, it's more
I
like...
posted it in the chat.
You know
Oh, I
that
see.
you know that Meyer isn't an actual thing until like the early 2000s.
Wait,
Oh.
really?
Yes.
Oh,
What
shit,
about
I thought it would have been earlier. They, like, sponsored the Detroit Pistons. What the fuck?
Fred
It's like-
Meyer door, but only on the West Coast, I think. And
Yeah,
spelled
it's.
differently.
I think it's like the 1990s.
That's
then
funny.
never
89.
mind, I didn't reference that.
More like the lemon.
Oh, it is
but-
89.
It's 89.
Oh,
Oh.
shit. There you go. Just snuck in. Can I be looking through the pictures with an actual name now as well to see if he gets reported, if he's been reported missing recently? Because a name is easier than trying to place a face of a dead guy.
You start to look through these files again, and no reports.
So he's either not reported or it was longer.
Whoever this
Back
guy is,
than
nobody's
this.
looking for him.
Hmm.
See, they really didn't like him over at that art building.
Apparently not.
Well, let's go to Berkeley tomorrow if we don't figure things out tonight, and see if we can talk to some of his professors and maybe some friends. But it doesn't seem like he left that room for a long time, so might all be dead ends. But at least we could get some more background information about him.
And we
And
can
I could
also... Sorry, go ahead.
also, like, illegally look through all of the school stuff while we're there.
We can do that in addition to what Finn suggested, which is see what our employers can find out about him and send to us.
Yeah, we could just call in and use our fancy direct line, say ghost light, say bring me all your info on William Meyer.
To be fair, I don't think he's the anomaly here.
No.
Sorry,
think
it's called
he's a-
Hotel Chelsea.
Yeah, I get that he might not be the anomaly, but there's something about him that maybe tracks the anomaly to him. So
Well,
lot
he
of-
has a moth tattoo on his chest. The only thing that I feel like is worth following up on is, did he do that to himself? Did it appear autonomously? Or did he go to a tattoo parlor to get that? Or did he
Well-
already have it? I feel like that's the
Yeah,
thing we
did it-
need to be asking.
Did it
Well,
look fresh? Or
well,
did it
maybe
look healed?
we can find somebody that's dated him, and that would give us a better idea of,
Maybe.
because naked and all.
Naked
While
and
you
all.
do that, maybe some of us could go back to the hotel again tomorrow.
Well, I thought we were going back tonight. Well, it's a lot easier. It's only midnight. Are you tired, old man?
Wow,
No.
this this relationship shifted quite a lot very quickly.
I'm
No, I'm not. Thank you. We can go now. Yeah, that's fine. He rubs his eyes.
we'll get you
To
some
the
coffee.
whatever
Well.
plaza.
The last train runs in about an hour.
Were we gonna take your van this time?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Does
At
your
least
van have
somebody
anything
has
on
to.
it that's like ghost whatever, ghost locker? Does it say that on the side, or is it like anonymous?
It can be anonymous. Yeah.
Okay.
And you see he walks out, and as you see on the side of the van on both sides is a massive sign that says ghost locker. But he pulls out these like black magnetic panels that just like slap onto the side of the van and cover it up.
Smart.
Incognito.
Well,
Yeah, now it looks like the mystery machine if you put it in negative. Anyways, get on in. I hear driving in this city sucks dick.
it does. Be glad you're doing it later at
Oh,
night.
it does. It is ass for sure.
I'm gonna be nice and say that you guys make it back up to the Plaza Hotel by 2 a.m.
Hot damn. Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna say that it takes you a little
That
under
fucking-
an hour
That
and a half to
fucking
get up
cafe
there.
better be open. God damn it.
It's a full hour and a half drive from where you guys are down in Washington Mews all the way up to the Plaza Hotel, even at night.
Are there any
City that
rowdy
never sleeps.
rowdy drivers that Pascal can poke her head out and be like, "Fuck you"?
Oh, I have
Oh
some
my
things I
God.
can reveal for you.
I like
Hey.
revelations.
The concept, not the
Some of the
Bible.
plots are a little
Not-
scary.
Yeah.
There you go. That's where the Jefferson Courthouse, the New York Women's House of Detention. And then here's 14 West 10th Street, aka the House of Death.
Just being added to the.
It's closer to where we were, down at the bottom.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm all the way back up at the plaza.
Sorry. House of Death.
Oh, cool. Okay. Wait, is each one of these yellow things a thing that can be revealed?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, Trinket, oh my god.
Right.
That would be crazy.
Uncovering the entire city.
Boom, and now you're up there.
Holy shit, magic.
Guys, if the cafe is not open, I need to go find a gas station.
Need some caffeine, buddy.
The cafe in the base of the Plaza Hotel is unfortunately not open when you arrive at a little after 1:30 in the morning.
They got any of them fancy little like coffee machines?
But there
where,
is
like,
there's some bodegas open around that you could pop
just
into and get a
spits
coffee.
out the nastiest coffee in a paper cup you've ever seen. They got anything like that?
They got exactly that for you.
Oh my god.
He gets two. And then he shows back up to everybody. He's literally double fisting them, just one in each hand. All right, where are we going next?
If you want to, I have these little pills that you could take. They're little caffeine pills.
Mm,
Yeah, the
Oh,
last
you
time
still have
somebody told
those.
me that was not what they were.
I thought we talked about this.
They'll keep you awake for a long time.
Pascal's
That's what
crying.
they said. Yeah, I've been down this road before. Nice try.
You guys park around a block away from the plaza. You know, a quick walk, but it's the only place you can find late night parking. You're street parking your van?
Oh, I guess. Yeah. Sorry. I thought I was asking if the plaza had a little machine like that would shit out coffee. But yeah, I'll go run it. I'll street park, leave everybody inside. I'll run in and get 2 cups of coffee and run back out.
Well, I'm just saying in general. Do you street park your van, or do you try and use like the Plaza Hotels, like car park?
Yeah. When we go to the plaza, definitely parking at the plaza.
So you like, you know, you
They
go
all
in,
have
you
it
pay for parking at the Plaza Hotel.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Cash.
Right. Then you are parked at the car park that is directly attached to it. And it costs $19.89 money. It costs $1 for the night.
Fucking expensive
Sick.
parking.
So you're parking at the
Guess I'll
fucking
gotta
Plaza
come back out and
Hotel.
pay a meter.
Are there cameras in the car park?
In the
car
car
pack?
park?
Cat pack.
Not really, no.
Pack.
Okay.
Park my car.
Get out me car.
Get out the car.
Mom.
The vines of old. Anyway,
What's fine?
what is vine even? So, okay, are we trying to just walk right in and just get on an elevator, or are we trying to sneak?
Why
There
don't we
is
just get a
no-
room?
That's not a bad idea. There is no real reason to sneak into a hotel at night. They are meant for people to go home at night and go to bed.
Well, I guess meant to sneak to the 6th floor where they don't want people going.
We
Oh,
may have to sneak into certain
Yeah.
floors, but the actual hotel itself is open, no doubt.
We will. We should avoid the elevator before a man asked to see my room key to know what room I needed to go to when I was trying to use the elevator.
They
Well-
do have elevator attendants. We might have to watch out for that. If they're still on duty. I assume they would be. At least one.
Can we
I think
take
we
the
just
stairs?
hit the stairs and
You could try the stairs.
When C-Cell delivered the whatchamacallits before the missing person reports, did they also deliver the little cameras that I asked?
They did.
Yeah, so
Oh.
definitely have those, and I'm gonna place some of them through the stairwell while we go up.
Wait, before we go up there, do you, Finn, would you like to do me an assistance?
Could you elaborate more?
We're going to the front desk.
What's your
Why? We could just walk right past them.
Or we could just, you know,
Do you see how tired I look? You think anyone's gonna ask me questions if I just walk by them?
yeah,
I
but
have
we
a
could get a
question for
card,
you.
but we could get a card key for the front desk, and we don't have to break into things.
It's not breaking in. It's a public place.
We'll have to break into the rooms.
well on the 6th floor certainly, but
We leave the room in the 6th floor unlocked.
Mhm.
Unless that guy went back and locked the doors behind us, but he seemed rather busy. And he took the elevator down with us, so he would have had to do it later.
Okay, well, I'll trust you.
I'm just saying, we're like gonna take the staircase to a floor that's like off limits. We just have to get through one door on the 6th floor in the staircase.
I mean I can usually get through a door.
I was gonna say, does this sound unreasonable? I don't know. Maybe I'm asking a lot. I'm very tired.
Just trying to be safe.
Because we're just mainly trying to get a little more time up there right now. We're not,
Well, we're burning more the longer we're not in
Yeah.
there.
so we should go.
I'm sure they serve breakfast in like 3 hours.
So we're gonna try to get to the stairs. Just walking casual, right?
You walk in the-
Acting like-
Casually to the closest staircase while looking.
You
very-
again take the visitor's entrance because the residence entrance is off limits. That entrance, like I said, along 5th Street. As you guys all look up on the Plaza Hotel, many of the windows are empty, no lights on. But there are certainly still some on the upper floors where you can see regular lights as, you know, it would line a hallway where the top floor is illuminated. But there is a distinct band that runs around the whole building. One floor where not a single light is lit.
The 6th floor.
It is the 6th floor.
God damn.
Well, if we're able to... Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
So you guys just act casual and just kind of walk in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go into our room.
Yeah, you're not carrying any luggage or anything, so you just kind of walk in and start waltzing up the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Are there cameras in the stairwell? I can't remember.
You notice that at every floor where you would step off, there is a camera.
Does that
I
include
wanna-
floors? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I want to place cameras on like the opposite ends. So like, assuming you go up the staircase and then you take a little wraparound, in that little wraparounded area, I want to place my cameras there. But I only want to do it on the 5th floor and on the 6th floor. And then when we get to the 6th floor, obviously we have to get into it, but I have another plan for that as well.
I hate to potentially pause us, but I have to go to the bathroom.
Emo missed me a lot.
All right,
It's
sorry
all
about
part of
that.
Rock.
Hey!
Welcome back.
Back. All right.
Okie dokie. So, we have made our way back to the Plaza Hotel, just kind of waltzed in and waltzed up the stairs. To up 6 flights of stairs to the 6th floor.
Fixing everybody's hair. Is the stairwell locked?
There is a set of double. They're like metal, almost like. Have you ever seen like garden lattice?
Mm-hmm.
They're like metal folding lattice barriers. There's one on either side of a red curtain that separates you guys from the other side of the 6th floor.
Well,
Alright.
this looks like a job for the Master of Unlocking.
Hey.
First we need Hackerman to put the cameras on loop.
Do you have to be in there
You-
physically to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta
Isn't there one right here in the hall in the stairwell?
Yeah. We still have to make it there.
I think you have to physically connect with the camera you want to loop. I think.
There is a camera in the hallway that the stairwell lets out into, but I don't know if
Yes,
you
sir.
can't reach that until we get through this gate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought there was one in the actual.
Oh, there
stairwell.
is. You are
Oh,
correct. I mean, do we want to loop that one? That one will be easier to notice that it's been looped. And then they will audit the system possibly and notice the other one because there's more traffic in the stairwell.
Okay. Can I like, kind of crawl up the side of this wall and like see, like peer into like wherever the cords are being placed, either the ceiling, because I'm assuming it's like one of those drop-down ceilings. They have all the cords going that way. Can I like crawl up into like that space?
So I mean, what you can do in order to gain access to the security camera is to kind of have everybody hang back a floor in the stairwell and then go up personally and kind of slip out of sight of the bulky camera where you're kind of behind where it is. imagine the camera is pointing like this way on the wall. You can kind of slip up underneath it.
Yeah, but we don't really need this camera to be turned off,
And
so I
then-
wanted to know if I can like go up and see if these
So
cameras
you're
are
gonna
all connected together.
I mean, they're wired into the CCTV system.
And that supposedly could be housed downstairs in that telephone room, right?
Correct.
Or
So should we go down there first?
Hmm. There could be. There's probably still a security guard in there. Which doesn't mean no. It just means that it'll be
No.
It'll be more difficult than just getting in.
Hit him with the Saul Goodman. Bring him a Cinnabon.
We could. Maybe you could bring disgusting coffee.
You see that both the cups are empty.
Oh shit.
It's a little late for that one.
The commit.
Would you describe it
You
as
guys
liquid
know that
by
there
the time
are
you drink it?
lockers downstairs
Yeah.
that could be possibly full of worker uniforms.
yeah, let's go downstairs. So we can do whatever we want.
Okay.
Set your alarm clock for 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
This is the stairwell you come down.
So the
What
locker
time do you
room.
guys think that the cooks arrive for breakfast?
Probably 4:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean they probably don't do any baking, but the prep starts way ahead.
Yeah, I think we lean on the side of caution and say full.
At least be getting out of here by then. Well, let's get a move on. We're in the right area now to. The locker rooms are like right here, aren't they?
There's locker rooms all around, yeah. There's a women's locker room right where Finn is headed, and then there's a men's locker room that's down a little ways.
Okay.
I'm going. I always just was at the wrong one.
Is it this?
In the right spot.
Yeah, this is the women's locker room where I'm pinging.
That looks like it says locker.
And then, yes, that is the locker rooms there. There's a set of locker rooms.
All right, let's get changed into maintenance uniforms.
Love a good jumpsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Who's dressing up as what?
I would like to dress up as a bubbly.
There are maid outfits, obviously. There are bellhop style outfits. And then there's like kitchen staff wear.
I'm going
Kitchen would be most out of
staff.
place, wouldn't it? But
Listen, I'm going kitchen staff.
listen, you do what you want to do.
I think they would all be a little bit out of place on the 6th floor, considering it doesn't seem like maid staff has been up there in ever.
Maintenance.
Was there any like janitor or no?
Yeah, there's probably some janitor coveralls.
Yeah, I'll take some coveralls. I want to be 80s tomboy in a full jumpsuit.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with the bellboy just in case, you know, like someone does show up to us and be like, I was just showing them where the room that needed to be fixed.
You got that job after all. Didn't even have to
it's-
return the application. Okay.
Canon, that's established.
So, a couple of you change into jumpsuits with the Plaza logo on them. These just standard coveralls, nothing too fancy. One of you's changing into chef's garb.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? A nice
Chaos.
a nice button down with a bow tie and one of those weird almost like male. It's almost like a men's corset type of deal, where it's just like a mid-band type of tuxedo thing that comes up way too
Like a
high.
cummerbund?
Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know.
Cumberbund?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, a bow tie suits you.
just looked very very spiffy.
Yes, going for dapper. Yeah.
You get a thumbs up. Very dapper.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Finn, your jumpsuit says Carlos.
I love that.
Uh,
That was my lizard.
as for Agent Kestrel, your jumpsuit says Judy.
We're full Sigourney Weaver and Alien right now.
Hell yeah. I specifically look for a jumpsuit that says like Keith or something on it.
Okay.
Considering
actually
you
wear
were
the belt
looking
top?
through the men's
No.
or through the women's room, there's not a lot of Keiths in there.
I would have gone to the men's room then.
You walk into the men's room and Holloway's still getting dressed. And you
Oh,
see that
yeah.
originally he had put on like a French maid outfit. He's like, oh, we're doing that style, okay. And he changes into.
I'm surprised you found one that fit you. You're a little tall. For, you know, I don't know if you're tall. Don't actually know.
That's four.
Just
Okay,
seemed
fine.
like the vibe we were going for, but I see I was wrong.
I mean, I'm sure you could pull it off.
Fucking assholes in fucking room 35. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Fucking like I'm walking here. Jesus.
Hey man, it's okay. Next time,
Man,
bring them
fuck
some
this
Jell-O.
job.
Bring them some Jello next time. They'll like you.
Jello. So we're
This guy
trying to
kind of
get.
pays you no mind.
I need you to open this door, sis, right here.
This room is the telephone room, and this other room next to you is labeled elevator pits.
This is where everybody loses their wallet and coins.
Is that door locked?
They are both locked.
Can I listen at this door? Does it sound like anyone's talking in there, or there's like a radio playing or anything?
Make a roll. Roll d6. You can't really hear anything over the hum of the what appears to be some sort of electronics inside, very loud fans blowing of something.
Are there any cameras out here?
No cameras in this hall. Actually, you look up and kind of notice that this is a weird blind spot.
All
Seems
right, I'm
like
gonna
they
try to pick
only
them
have
up.
cameras on the upper floors. They're not watching their own servants.
Okay. All right. Hey, they trust their staff. That's nice. Can I try to pick the lock then, and we can pretend like you just had a key this whole time?
You can. Why don't you go ahead and roll me 2d6? Yeah.
4.
It takes you a second. There's a couple moments of clicking. So whoever's inside this is gonna know you're coming. You didn't do it very stealthily. But yeah, you managed to open the door here. One moment.
Sorry.
I only have one. I only have one worker token. Sorry about that.
What's your plan to
Unless
talk
you want to
Rand?
like bring back someone from. Nah, Sheriff Walter Higgins is not a good token for this one. There you go.
You got a plan?
This
Yeah.
room is pretty long. It's got a number of desks that wrap around the wall with about 24 CRT terminals that are posted up in an array on the wall showing different parts of the building. About 3 on each floor.
Well, if you're gonna go in,
There is a bellhop, or I guess he wouldn't be a bellhop, a service worker. A man sat at one of the at the end of the room, kicked back in a chair. He is snoring away loudly.
Oh, thank God. I
All
wasn't
right.
sure how we were going to talk our way out of that one if they were awake.
Yeah, I had a couple ideas, but I'm glad we don't have to use them because they were like
He is
not great.
honk shoeing.
Can you be
Yeah.
quiet?
I think so. I just gotta, rip up some boards and hopefully
That
they're not
sounds-
too hidden. It's fine. It's fine. As
Maybe
long
do
as I don't make a mistake, it'll be okay.
a tavern with guidance. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to walk into the room, like get into like the space where there's like this big ass board that would probably it's like an old soundboard type of deal that has like
This
everything
also, I
connected.
was going to say, I should note, this also does contain the original telephone terminal booth. So, like, the original switchboard that would have been put in the early 20th century to, like, actually quite literally via auxiliary plugs connect one phone in the hotel to another phone in the hotel or various other parts of the city.
Damn,
Ooh.
that should be in a museum.
It
Belongs
probably
in a
should.
Museum.
It's dusty.
Um,
It doesn't seem to be currently used. There does seem to be some other alternative, newer wiring that's been done in here for phone service, but by all means, the thing might still work. You don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna do two things, Trinket.
Okay.
I'm gonna first reroute the cameras all on the 6th floor because if I have access to all of them, I'm gonna reroute all of them to, do another, looping. And on the stairwells of the 6th floor also.
Okay. Yeah.
And then if I don't fuck this up, I want to do something else.
So let's say you move into this space, creeping pretty slowly. You're gonna have to enter some things into the keyboard,
Mhm.
do some typing. Why don't you make me a roll, 2d6?
Can I risk it for the
Absolutely.
biscuit? Yes! I don't know which one is what.
The
Let's
first and the
find out.
last is 6.
Okay.
That does mean that technically the dark die was your highest die, so you do take a strat or a sanity.
No!
Really? Is that how that works? But
No!
they're tied. It's not highest.
You still rolled it.
No!
Look,
Okay,
you're
it's
not
okay.
taking that much sanity, okay? Come on. Take
No,
it.
no,
Take it. All right, take it.
Come
We're
on.
playing a game, okay? You're stressed out. This is a stressful situation, but you nailed the fuck out of it. You are sweating bullets as you enter in each key. You actually move in and find that the password to this terminal is posted on a sticky note. It's 1989. Nobody's giving a fuck about actual security. If you got into this room,
Is 1, 2, 3,
the password is there as 1234 Plaza, and you can quickly just kind of click, and bring up this this terminal. So you're given a couple of options. You could physically shut down the camera, so it's not working, or you could do your little hacker business to apply like a little device that would loop a camera, if you want to do that.
I'm gonna loop it. I'm gonna pull out my laptop. And I'm gonna have like the image I used beforehand and have it looped on that.
For all
And then-
for all 3 of the cameras.
Yes.
Okay.
With that, I would have to splice some cords. Really mess things up a little bit.
Do you try to like hide anything? You can kind of maybe do it under the desk, and then nobody
Yeah.
who's any the wiser would know what a little device plugged in would be doing.
Yeah, I'll do it under the desk, as long as he doesn't see me.
Make me another roll to see how well you hide this.
Okay, so this is only going to be a 1d6 because I'm crippling myself because I'm very clumsy.
Call.
This device that you have that you kind of link into things definitely has a little blinking green light on it. That's impossible to get rid of.
I think it'll be fine. It looks
But, if nobody who knows anything comes down here and thinks about it, then, it could go weeks, months even, if nobody comes and messes with things. This guy's clearly asleep on the fucking job, so he's not very competent. But as you do finish installing this, this guy does eventually wake up. What? Oh, what? Are you the new guy?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I've just been sitting here waiting for you. I didn't want
And
to wake you up.
he kind of
You
like
look
flicks on his watch and looks to see that it's 2 a.m. now. Damn, I think I was supposed to be off 45 minutes ago.
Oh, it's okay. You look like you really needed that sleep.
Yeah, totally. Wait, he kind of reads your shirt. What uniform? You switched into a jumpsuit, right?
No, I am still in the bellboy uniform.
Oh, you're in a bellboy uniform. We got, bellboys working security now.
Yeah, so I have 2 jobs. I finished my other job and I'm here now for this one. So I didn't exactly change. I didn't think anybody would see me behind locked doors, so
Ooh,
you know.
the old double shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, get home safe. Make sure you get your free meal.
Oh, thank you, appreciate it.
We're all just casually hanging out.
Oh, he kind of looks at all of you.
Shit.
Something wrong with the elevators.
We're
Smoke
waiting
break.
on somebody, yeah.
Smoke
We're
break.
taking a break. We wait for somebody.
Anybody got one? Any luckies around?
I'm gonna.
I feel like Syl probably has.
I was gonna say, the Frenchie person
Yeah,
in the,
it's like-
you know, with
Get
the French
called out.
connection.
Do any of you have cigarettes to back up your claim of on smoke break?
Yeah, our
It's
French
the
connection.
80s. Everybody smoked.
Exactly.
It should just be a
True.
given.
Definitely. For sure.
I mean, is it established? I don't know. Yeah, you give this guy.
My character doesn't.
Give this guy a little ciggy, and he lights it up as he walks into the locker room.
I should look that up. Has Nancy Drew ever smoked?
With that, I'm gonna walk out the door and then I'm gonna look around for everybody after I feel like he's gone. And be like, I think I work here now.
You might, actually. Yeah.
Should we
Okay.
leave? Should we leave him in the security room to monitor? Well, he just looped the cameras. Never mind. But if
No,
he's
it
the only
doesn't-
one in there, he could monitor all of us as we go through all this
Yeah,
nonsense.
you could do. We have a way to talk, right? We have like walkie-talkie type things, don't we? Or do we not get
Encrypted
that?
communique.
Probably, yeah. A little
According to
walkie-talkie.
the,
So you were
little
able
little
to-
ear touch comms, you know.
Yeah,
We have
the
walkie-talkies
Overwatch.
that go to secret 21 channel that no other walkie-talkie can go to.
you know what? I think I'll just stay here.
Speaking of, this whole time, Finn is in the kitchen area right now, trying to get himself another cup of coffee somehow.
There's only 2 people on staff right now sitting in the kitchen. You see a chef who's kind of got his back against the wall, sitting on a chair with his arms crossed, just head up, snoring away. And then there's a young woman in a maid uniform who is kind of around, who looks up at you as you kind of come in. Oh,
Hey, it's my first night shift. Do they have a coffee maker down here?
oh, sure. Yeah, you want something better? I can make you a latte, a red eye.
No. Just like the biggest cup of coffee you can give me.
Oh, sure. This is a 24. She hands you she pours you up a nice hot cup of coffee and gestures towards creamer, milk, whatever you want. What do
He
you...
reaches towards his wallet, but in like the crocodile way, where like he doesn't really want to pay for it.
Oh, we don't pay.
Oh, cool.
This really is your
I-
first day.
I mean, like I've worked day shifts before, but like I normally eat before I get here, and you know, I'd rather. eat
Ah,
at home.
just-
No offense to you guys.
They'll charge you at the cafe upstairs, but if you come ask, I'll, typically give you one a day.
Damn, I've been paying for coffee at the cap. Okay, thanks. Good to know.
Hey, I mean, it saves you 75 cents a day, you know?
Yeah, that'll be really nice. Anyway, name's Carlos. Nice to meet you.
Sarah.
Well, I'll be seeing you. I gotta get back to it. Something with in the elevator pit.
And just as you say this, you hear there's a ding, ding, ding in the kitchen as the chef, and he kind of rips a ticket down off of the wall that has just come down through like a little chute. 203 wants more lobster? It's fucking 3 a.m. Or it's fucking 2 a.m.
Oh, you never got hit with like the oh boy 2 a.m.?
It's not
Not
uncommon.
the lobster
but-
though. Normally it's like a burger, you know. Anyways.
Look, man, I'm just trying to get some fucking shut eye.
I feel you, man. This night shit, I don't know how people do it. Have a good one, guys. Yeah, he closes the door behind me and he goes, "Why did I get more New York the longer I talk to those fucks?"
You're loving the city. Well, what's your plans?
Go up.
Yeah, it seems like we have the security kajigger dealt with, so
We got Overwatch too.
Oh, hey guys, we get free coffee down here. It's great.
Where's... You didn't bring any for the class?
I mean, I didn't want to lie and say that I had like a whole squad down the fucking hallway. So
Listen, let me just get a sip.
He like removes the lid and hands it to you.
Takes a gulp, but gives it back.
That's not a okay. Pops the lid back on.
It's good.
Ethan,
It's
come.
good coffee. It's definitely
Ethan.
not Folgers or Maxwell House. It's like a good, nice coffee.
Oh,
Compared to the shit that I just drank before, this is like a miracle.
you better listen. Keep your eyes on that, cause you look away, I might take another gulp of it. That's good
Hey,
shit.
look, I know we're on the same side right now, but I will break your fingers.
I'd like to see you try.
You could make your way over and try and get a coffee if you want.
So nervous that I'll be like, all right, well you're here now. Time to start cooking.
Oh yeah, you're a kitchen staff. Maybe we'll get you one on the way out.
You end up having to cook lobster.
Right, that's all I
Yeah.
could think of. I was
And
like,
then
man,
you
I'd
need
love a
to work
coffee.
for another 4 hours.
Right.
All right, chef,
just
I
work
need
the
you on the
shift.
fryers. Get in
You
there.
just work a full shift. That's
Just
it.
a full 9 hours.
Alright,
be right back, real quick.
get to these elevators. You did the thing with the cameras, right, kiddo?
He's gonna stay down here. We can
Oh,
talk to him.
He's
So.
staying down here.
He's gonna watch our backs.
Is that
Sometimes
advisable?
I don't know. It's up to that's what he wanted to
What
do.
happens if like the next guy who shows up to work
It's true.
isn't a doofus?
They're
true.
45 minutes late, so I work here now.
Who's your manager that told you to be here?
Fuck,
Remember
what was
his
that
name?
dude? What was that dude's name earlier?
He told you at this hour. That important man.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
You don't sound right.
Oh my god.
You're right. I'm starting to get more and more New York, and I hate it.
All right, I'm back again.
Hey,
In New
You sound more New
York.
York than me.
family.
I grew
If
up.
only I could play Empire State of Mind by Jay-Z. Or New York, New York by Frank Sinatra, but I can play neither, or we will lose rights to the entire video in every country on Earth immediately.
Bam,
Yeah.
but can I sing it?
That bit under for you.
20 seconds.
Mhm,
Starts doing the leg kicks.
Exactly.
Start
Who remembers where the stairs
spreading
are?
the news.
Yes.
I want to be a part of it.
I don't recall being ain't in a musical, fellas. I'm out of here.
Okay, fine.
All right, so we do have Agent Cypher staying behind, right?
Are you? It's up. Listen, you're an agent. It's up to you.
No, I think I'm leaving.
Okay.
What we need to do
Okay.
is make sure this door is locked back up, and
Well, I don't think that's too hard.
It'll
Well, you
just
could-
automatically
Yeah.
lock.
Yeah.
and then
So.
I put a in the bathroom, be right back note on the inside. Call front desk for emergencies.
Sure. So do those gates, the lattice type gates, need to be unlocked as well? Is that another
They
lockpick?
do.
Alright. Wish me luck.
Is there assisting in this game? Like, can I do the help action?
I don't know.
Technically, you could also do it, but a 5 is going to be good enough to open this.
Okay.
And is that the only lock I have to get through, or is there another?
Should be the only one. Yeah.
Hey. Let's remember to try to keep an eye line on people that go through doors.
Ooh, isn't there a camera right by this door?
He should. We shouldn't have to deal with that because of what he
Oh
did
yeah,
in the.
I want to place one of our
Oh,
cameras
yes.
underneath their camera.
It is.
So there is
in
one
this direction,
way down the hallway.
which we have to pass it to get to 666 anyway, so
Okay.
it should be coming up.
The storm does intensify as you guys come up out of the basement and are finally on like an upper floor. You can see through the light that streams in through the windows that are uncovered that there is clearly a lightning storm happening outside.
I could see rain out a window at the end of that hall back there.
So
I
I'm gonna
like-
place. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I'm done. You're good.
I'm gonna place one of our cameras on this camera here, but specifically the one that points towards, 666 and 665.
Okay.
And that one, I'm going. Yeah, that one I'm just gonna leave as is. Although, you're close to me, I'm gonna leave it as is.
So
I was about to say, I just didn't move my token. I would have been way further.
Ren always out here being like, no,
No,
Faye, no
I
Faye.
swear. I swear, I would have been way further. I just stopped moving my token.
where's my brother?
I'm coming.
As you guys pass from this way this time, some signs catch your eye.
New ones?
You guys didn't walk past this time.
Oh, that's true. I'll take pictures of
This
if they're
one
relevant.
reads lounge and bar.
Lounge and bar. 637. Where the fuck is my tab with notes? Room 637. Lounge and bar. Okay.
Here there is also another staircase downward.
Oh, okay.
However, it is locked.
Nah, that's not
Clearly they
the
don't
end
want
of the
people
road.
coming up here.
Apparently not.
Or even
So-
seeing through the curtains into this hall.
When we were here last time, I moved the thing blocking this door.
Correct.
So we should be able to just get right through it now, I want to say.
That door is open.
She's gonna step in and kind of look behind her to see if anyone's coming with her. I don't know if there's any-
Sorry, I'm marking where I put the cameras on the
Oh,
map.
yeah. I don't know how much there is left in here, but we were a tiny bit rushed last time. So... she can still see Kestrel. She's not going in the room yet.
I'm
As
a little
she-
bit nervous to go inside fully, but I do want to explore the room a little more than I did last time.
I
Is-
will be the one who remains back at the door if you're okay with it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna
Um,
pop inside.
Is anything different?
Nope. Just as it was earlier.
and I will activate my camera, my camcorder personal from here.
I don't know how much there is left in this room specifically, but this is an active room, so.
Oh, hey, if someone take my, my polarity device thingy. I would know the name of it, but I'm forgetting. Geiger counter thing.
I'll take it.
I think my girl's gonna look at the fucking body again.
Listen, let's go, team effort.
Anomaly counter. The P32 anomaly counter.
Just as you left it.
Can I try to determine what was it? Was it how long he was dead? Is that something that you might be able to figure out?
I definitely looked at I asked for about the cause of death the last time. There's no, like,
Mhm.
stab, like, or any of that kind of, like... I believe it was, what a elderly individual looks like when they die, but this person is young.
Mhm.
Don't know how long, though.
No. And that could be tricky given, you know, the supernaturalness of all this. Maybe not impossible. I don't know. I feel
Slowly
like
takes the cloth off, like the sheet.
yeah. You see, by the way, Sil, you see Arachne just like giving this guy the fucking stink eye.
You pull this sheet back, and Agent Arachne, just like in the pictures, his eyes are wide open. Just locked open. Dead,
They weren't
cold,
before.
pale eyes staring upward.
And they were closed when I saw his face before.
They were?
She looks up at Sil. You see his eyes too, right? I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
That's what I saw in the
Right?
photo. Yeah, it's not just her, right? It's both of us that can see it?
Both of you can see it, yeah. All of you who gather around see his eyes are open.
Nancy's in here too, right? We didn't just leave her sitting
I'm looking out the window actually in this
Okay.
little
gotcha.
tower section.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually about to ask what I can see out the window. Does it look like the normal New York outside?
Central Park. You see this corner of the building where you are is overlooking, on one side, the Pulitzer Fountain, and then out over Central Park, New York City. You see from this window an absolutely beautiful view of, or what would be an absolutely beautiful view of Central Park. But it is pretty rainy now. You can only catch it in flashes of the lightning.
Can I take
Do
his
you guys,
finger?
do you guys need me over there? Like,
I mean,
Is the mouth open still?
It is hanging open, yeah.
I don't like that.
Listen.
I don't
Hey,
care
guys,
for it.
do we only care about this door not closing, or about being able to see both sides of it at all times?
Both? But I mean, if you want to come in, I mean, if we're all in the room, that's probably okay, right?
I mean, I can like leave it cracked if you think that'll make a difference.
I mean, then we'll at least know if something happens and it closes. Yeah.
shove something in it. Block it. Block it.
Is
Finn reaches into his backpack and pulls out his pocket exorcist book, and he sets it down in the doorway, and so it blocks from closing.
Yes.
Finn, as you turn around and look back out into the hallway again behind you to set this book down, roll me a d6.
Oh, I don't like that.
No.
But
You peer down the hallway as you swear a shadow darts leftward.
You see as Finn goes to place the, or if anyone who might be nearby, Finn goes to place the book, and he kind of falls backwards onto his ass, and the door just closes completely as he goes, oh goodness. Oh, God.
You all right over there?
I think there was something out there. Oh,
Finn Edwards, you
goodness.
take 1 sanity.
Can I see, like, quickly, like, go back in my camcorder and see if I caught it on the video?
Sure. You go back and you did in fact catch something moving.
He like immediately shows it to you, Lydia, since you're here. Look, I saw it.
Just darkness moving against other darkness.
But it is notable? Like, I can see it?
You can make out maybe what he thinks he sees.
Huh. I mean, honestly, I think Lydia might be the right person to look at that because she's already seen some fucked up shit. I mean, I believe you.
I'm sorry, I let the door close.
I don't blame you. Do you want to try to open it?
I think that's a bridge we can cross when we get there, you know? We're in the room now, so maybe we should just make sure everyone else is okay first.
Alright. Remember, there's a dead guy in here.
Is there any way I can find a knife, perhaps something sharp in this little?
There's some old kitchenware, some knives, rusted, but still okay.
God, this is gonna be awful.
Just classic, like, Boston cutlery with wood handles. Nothing super fancy.
Cool. I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna walk over. And specifically, I think, was Syl around to see Arachne push on this guy's stomach, or see any of the moth business?
I don't remember. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure you
saw
were.
the moths at least. I'm pretty sure you would have seen
You
it.
definitely
Pretty-
saw moths
yeah.
crawl out of the
Okay.
sky.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna take that knife. And at the belly button and a little bit upward cut, if I can manage, and I'm willing to manhandle a corpse.
Why don't you make me a roll with 1d6 to see how carefully you do this? You can push yourself if you'd like.
I'm gonna push it.
Oh, you don't want to mutilate a corpse for no reason? I appreciate that.
Ooh, and I fucking, oh, it's so bad.
That's tough.
Higher one, damn.
God.
So you do take a sanity.
Oof.
You actually, as you bring this knife down upon this guy's sternum-ish area, the blade sinks in way, way more easily than you are expecting it to, as if it almost feels like you've worked with, like, paper mache before. It almost feels like you just kind of push right through, and then as you do, your hand pushes inside of this guy for a second, and as your hand moves itself inside with this knife, around your hand crawls a cacophony of moths that begin to flutter out from this guy's stomach or chest. From an about 3-inch gaping incision in his chest now.
Ethan is just gonna stare at you.
Ew. Oh.
Your
and
hand
then
is covered in goop. That's the best way
Make-
to describe it.
And then he'll make eye contact, and then he'll just throw up right where he's standing.
Oh my god.
Once he hears all the noise, Finn will run over to try and catch all of it on camera really quick. At least just the fluttering. Doesn't want to see the stabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Like-
kind of get just an absolutely eerie shot of Agent Sill holding a knife as a bunch of moths fly out of a corpse on a table. It's unmistakable. There's really no way you're gonna be able to twist this for TV viewer ratings. Like,
You you
And then in like
you
the
just
side
see the,
panel of
like trying to shake the goop off, like, oh god, ew, oh.
like you've seen snuff films that are a little less disgusting.
and then right
Arachnid
on like
tosses
right
you
on
an
the
apple.
side panel of it, like on the left side or something like that, you'll see like just Ethan puking.
Ew. Arachnid tosses you like a handkerchief.
Well, that's
Catches it with the free hand. Thanks. Ugh. And
This
it's like-
window here is kind of cracked open a little bit, and you see as a number of these moths fly out into the rain.
Oh, they won't last very long, out there.
He makes a cut there so that he can pick up as he takes a look at these books over here and wants to see if there's anything about maybe explaining the occult shit that's going on here.
We should call this guy Mothra.
You start to look over these books, and they are rather unremarkable.
Yeah. Is there anything inside this pot? I'm not gonna like crack it open, but I want to at least peep inside.
Big spider.
Cool.
Kestrel, you've been over here for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is this a door in front of me here?
It is a door in front of you that does appear locked.
Oh, it's locked.
Correct. There's another entrance to possibly the same room in the hallway that is also locked.
All right. Can I call the master of unlocking over?
Hang on. Ugh. Where are you? Oh,
Ew,
Cracking her
this is
knuckles.
Trash. What the fuck?
I need your skazizzles. Okay.
this is the one that I got. 2d6?
Yeah.
Careful with doors.
I opened the fuck out of it.
Easy peasy.
She'll stand here because I don't think anybody should go through a door without somebody watching them.
Okay. Yeah. I'll pop it open then.
It was your find. I don't want to barge in.
You can click on the door to open it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Ooh, this one
Wow.
looks nicer.
What a carpet in there.
This space, upon immediate inspection, does seem a little bit newer, or more recently used. You see a number of men's clothing strewn across the floor. There's the scent of a men's cologne in here. The bed sheets are pulled back, left open as if somebody slept in them recently.
Maybe some identification. We can confirm that this was. you
And
know.
on the nightstand, there is a wallet.
Hey.
I will flip through that wallet, if possible.
Yeah, you find his name, William Meyer. You also
it-
find a card for the Artists Guild of New York City.
I just want to say, this is a massive apartment for an artist in New York City.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's
Yes,
been here while
yes, it is.
the place was closed, right? So it's not like he should have
Yeah,
been.
but he wasn't squatting, at least according to what we know about him.
Well, it specifically stated that there was supposed to be somewhere he could stay for really cheap, and then he got recommended this place because they had some rooms that were also that cheap, and that's probably just the rooms on the 6th floor because of what they knew what was going on.
Do you think it was? Do you think it was under the table?
Maybe, but I mean, this is like a full fucking house in New York.
It is.
This never happens.
Very true.
Um,
This is a huge place.
Is the map accurate that there's like papers and whatnot on this
Yeah.
table? Kind of rifle through them.
These are like personal sketches. You see sketches of the man in the portrait above the fireplace. Just other robust studies of people, human figures. A lot of architectural designs, although it doesn't seem the artist is an architect, he does like to draw buildings.
Anything with moths?
No, but many, many, many paintings of Central Park.
Is it any particular
Some which
part?
seem more and more and more frantic as they go on.
Is it different parts of Central Park, or is it like the same area over
It
and
is
over?
different parts, but you start to see a pattern in that he's painting notable landmarks. You see sketches for a painting that's in the other room of the New York City Museum of Metropolitan Art, which is one of the biggest buildings in Central Park, as well as sketches of a castle,
Castle.
which, as a New Yorker, you would know that there's only one castle in Central Park, and it's Belvedere Castle. You see some other sketches of the big fountain that's in the central plaza of Central Park, as well as the Pulitzer Fountain, which is right on the corner.
So he had a bit of a fixation on Central Park. It would seem.
Certainly a very vivid fixation on Central Park.
She pointed out to Kestrel just because it's good to double up on people knowing things. When did it start to get more frantic? Like, what were the more recent ones? I don't know if it matters,
Most
but-
of the more recent ones are just dark, like charcoal sketches, more rough outlines. Things seem warped and twisted, as if the artist's perception of things is off.
Okay. Well, I think I see another barricade over here. Can I go up here and start clearing things away from the door?
Sure.
Can I look under the bed?
Yeah, absolutely. You peer down to look under the bed, and you just find more clothes.
Okay. Well, we know where he was living, and that was apparently where he was working. He had a whole suite to himself, apparently.
You find some notes by the bed where this guy says that he hopes that Andy Warhol will pick up some of his artwork and allow him to be a part of his art thing, but that he has his doubts because nobody in New York City seems to like him. He says things like, "I'm the true Jackson Pollock, you know, they don't understand me. I'm the true troubled artist living at the Plaza Hotel."
Hey, Kestrel, this guy's a fucking douche.
Well,
Someday they'll put my paintings in that fucking building, the Met,
let's
if I have to
not discount that he
staple
may
them
have
to the
been
walls.
influenced by supernatural forces.
Maybe. You can be that and also a douche.
That's true. But perhaps the building makes him a douche. I'd prefer to think that.
We can be optimistic.
Anything in this closet looking ass motherfucker?
No, but this is a wonderful walk-in closet. You
Yeah, no
just
kidding.
it for like you said, for downtown New York City, this building, even in its state, this would be a several $1 million apartment.
The fact that they closed off all this real estate means that this hotel knows something is fucked up.
Yeah, you don't shut down a lucrative option like this unless people can't live in it, which is not... doesn't bode well for us, does it, huh?
No. And it's also not even the only part that's closed like this. This whole floor and the one beneath it are just full of millions of dollars in real estate. I'm pretty sure this closet was bigger than my first apartment.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you really get a sense of the opulence of this place standing here. And it kind of rings true with what you guys read earlier about, like, people really going overboard in terms of the opulence of uptown Manhattan in order to draw the rich, the wealthy uptown.
mhm.
This was a place built for someone like Harry Black, somebody who was a upstanding citizen of New York City, an architect, a millionaire. This was, in fact, his room.
I don't know if there's anything else to find in this room.
Alright. Well, I'm happy to shuffle out if that's the case.
While that's happening, anything back in the main room?
Just aware.
No,
that
Finn,
there's
you were
a moth
exploring the
right there.
bathroom at some point.
Yeah, I did step in there, and then I realized that I was too afraid to walk away from the door into a room alone again, because last time that happened, the door closed on me, and I got teleported.
Yeah, you peer into this room. It is filthy.
Yeah, that was what I said. It was gross in here. Hey,
Some dark stains on the floor lead a trail to the
Ethan.
tub at the back.
What?
you threw up. You should, like, clean yourself a little. There's a sink in here.
I'm scared to touch anything.
I mean, okay. Never mind then. Be gross and yucky.
Oh, a sink? I can wash my hands?
Oh yeah, you, like, stabbed a guy and got moths
I
and
stabbed a
shit
guy.
on you.
I did. I stabbed a dead body, actually.
Yeah. Let's ignore the better sink over there and use this sink in here.
What? There's a better sink?
No?
Lydia's patting your back, by the way.
Oh,
You alright, buddy?
Yeah,
I'll-
I'm
I'll
gonna...
wait. I'll wait my turn.
Oh, is there actually keys over there? It looks like...
You move up to
Oh, those
the
are keys? I thought that was a handprint.
in the bottom of the tub is an iron keyring
Oh,
with several
grabbing that.
keys on it, as well as some dark stains in the bottom of the tub and on the floor in this room.
Take pictures in there.
I don't know, I can't.
Take lots
Hey.
of pictures a second, I guess, because you got a video camera.
I'll be right back real quick.
Finn, you
what's up?
are, as you are exploring this space, more than any time before, just very compelled to film everything, to document everything. Just, this is artistic excellence. You are going to be the kind of person who, like, the entire time you're just there like, oh my god, if I get to show this to people, I'm gonna be rich. Like, this is it. This is my big break. This is almost a little selfishly.
Yeah. That's normal. No immediate effects.
Are the dark stains, like, giving blood?
Absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah. Climbed in the bitch. Gonna, since the hand has not been washed just yet, just gonna, like, poke it, like, rub a finger across, just be like,
Yeah, I mean, it comes up.
well, there's blood in the tub. Looking back at the other two, grabbing the keyring and stepping out of the tub with the keyring.
I'm gonna wash my face and my mouth.
You'll be all right, kid.
There's blood in the tub?
There's blood in the tub, guys.
There's a trail of
Is that
blood
a
all through the
euphemism?
apartment.
Yes, there is. See?
Mm.
And also this way.
Yeah, I guess that's hardly a surprise given what we've seen.
Here's what I want to know: who killed him and put a sheet over his head? Because he clearly. I mean, you could do that yourself technically, but.
You know what we didn't even think of, guys?
Moths inside.
Guys, you know what we didn't think of? We
Mhm.
we have access to the main camcorder room. Why don't we just look at when this guy walked into the room?
You think they keep all those cassette tapes of hours and hours of footage for days and don't write over them?
They probably
Yes.
keep like a couple days at most.
I think they maybe keep those for
You
2 days before they rewrite over
All, as you are mid-conversation here,
Mhm.
at what appears to be the front door, hear a knock. Room service!
What?
them. I hate to do this to you guys, but he steps into the bathroom and closes the door.
Arachne does not move.
I'm gonna go answer it.
Huh!
We're gonna figure out what's going on here.
Well, Arachne's gonna follow behind and keep an eye. She's not going up to the door, but she'll watch from back here.
Alright, I'm gonna open it.
We are secret agents on a mission. We are not supposed to be seen. Did you really want to be seen in there?
What's happening?
Do you want to check the people?
Sorry,
Yeah,
you-
yeah, let's look through the people.
That
There's
dude
no
just
one
locked
there.
your sister out.
There's nobody there. Okay.
Absolutely no one outside of the hallway.
Oh my god, I hate it.
I'm gonna crack the door then.
Go right ahead.
Alright. Can I poke my head out into the hallway and be like,
Sure.
what's
You
going
can click on the door and open it. Nobody there. You look down one way. Nothing. You look down straight. Nothing.
Okay, so I didn't exactly think this plan through. How long do you think we
Pops
waited?
out that journal.
I was
Anomalous
thinking.
room service.
We left the other. Shut the door on the other two.
Don't worry, guys. It's just an anomalous room service, not real.
There
Did
was.
one of you open the door then?
And he steps back and points the camcorder towards the door.
Oh.
I mean, I'll shove something in the door to try to keep it propped open, I guess.
Can Phil open the door? Can we?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a GIF loaded for
Okay.
what you
Still
see when you open the
opens.
door.
Okay, I was just like.
This is what you see when you open the
You
door.
know, Sil-
I love that you have to ask, though.
Sil wasn't even there when you got Scooby Doo. So like, what the fuck is wrong with you indoors? Either way.
Yeah, you see that GIF in Lydia Arachne form when you open the door.
uh,
Damn, really?
it wasn't. Listen, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Don't look
I'm
at
pretty
me like
su-
that.
I'm pretty sure I know who it was, but you were the one that opened the door, so you got this. You got the look.
Ethan, are you done washing your face?
Yeah.
Let's join the others.
Ethan doesn't even know what happened.
Agent Kestrel, as you turn away from the door and begin to move back towards the room with the others, you swear for a moment that you smell steak.
What it smells like. Bruce Chris in here.
Are we about to get wined and dined by a fucking ghost? I'm ready. Whoa. Steak?
Guys, I smell steak.
I'm ready. Where is...
Write that shit down.
I have a knife. I'm just kidding. Please, God.
Do you
Cecil
think it's
needs
part
to
of the
know.
plot? Do you think the ghost is manifesting steak on purpose? It's gotta be something to do with the moths.
I think that means you're having a stroke.
I thought that's when you smell bread.
toast.
Do cooked moths smell like steak?
I don't know, you don't want to try lighting some on fire?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes. Oh my God. I thought you never had.
Just holds out a Zippo to the dead body.
Yeah, just see if it lights up.
By the way, that
Anything?
second gif is what Finn sees.
Anyways, continue your investigation.
Did you have the time, Lydia?
Must have missed it.
As you guys do a little time check here, time's moving a little quick. It's already been an hour and a half. It's 3:30.
So we have like 30 minutes left.
Guys,
Before
I'm
we
gonna
get back.
sleep.
In the morning,
Sleep is for
when
the
all the
weak.
normal people do things.
Hmm?
We sleep
And
when
the-
normies do things.
Oh shit. Trinket, is that an antenna?
It is a satellite, yeah.
Oh my god.
By the way, did you have one of those detectors, Kestrel? Was
Me?
it? Yeah. What is it going off during the steak ghost situation?
I don't know. I don't remember if I had one or not.
Yeah, I
Trinket,
gave-
do
I
you
gave
remember?
mine. I gave you
You
mine
had
when
one,
we
but I
walked
don't know
in
if you
here.
turned it on.
Okay, well, I
Ethan.
imagine I would have had it on the whole damn time if
It
I
lit
had
up.
it. Yeah,
Blip, 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 blip.
it was going blip, 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 blip.
Yeah,
Are you
Ethan-
trying
Ethan
get-
wants to go on a fucking journey.
Yeah. Yeah, and she.
He just
Ethan-
opened and closed that door 10 times.
Yeah, he did.
Ethan stands here and then he's gonna knock on the door. Room service.
Don't pull that shit.
And then he opens the door. Does anything change?
Ethan, as you do this, the door behind you closes.
Oh.
Maybe it was the wind.
Guys?
Mm-hmm.
I know I
There
was
ain't
just
no
kidding.
wind on the 6th floor of a hotel.
There sure isn't.
That door just closed.
Like, zoink scoop, that door just closed.
Oh my god, it's so spooky.
I go to open the door.
Nothing.
I walk out.
Same old hallway.
Huh.
Oh, we finally leaving?
I mean, we can.
And I cover the body back up.
Oh.
I do want to explore the rest of this floor a little bit.
We have a little time.
You still have an
As
hour
long
and a
as
half.
nothing is. Yeah, as long as nothing is this exciting.
I am
It does strike you all that you guys all might have lost track of time a little bit. It doesn't seem like an hour and a half has passed.
Time anomalies are part of this, right?
Time
is-
anomalies are part of the C-Cell handbook.
Let's see. I'm going through.
That's true.
the-
They are in there.
Always be aware.
I'm trying to remember if there's any established ones here. I
I'm
don't.
collecting my cameras.
Guys, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Excuse me?
I wanna
No,
go check.
I think we should go see the 5th floor. We should spend the last 30 minutes there.
Oh, I was gonna go check out the tapes and see if there was anybody there serving hamburgers.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's why I said these, dude. We have those.
She's
I
not
said-
leaving Still by herself. Sorry.
I placed cameras on both of these so that we would have that footage without having to go back down there.
Well, can you look at the footage now?
I have to put the tapes in a thing when we get back to the office. Sorry, I haven't quite caught up with you, techno wizards. Still
She's
mostly
gonna-
tapes and batteries.
Can I lockpick the door to the? I have what it is down.
This room has
Lounge
an
and
old skeleton
bar?
keyhole.
Sil,
Yes,
get
ma'am.
over here.
Sorry.
I feel like some pigeons told me you have skeleton keys.
Some pigeons.
I was about to. It's funny.
Some
because,
metagaming pigeon.
Like, still, even though after just stabbing that dead corpse, like completely, like that shit wasn't. It gave them stress, but it's like, huh, okay, just walking around like, nah, 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 nah.
Any inspiration for your next book yet?
Oh, I've got plenty.
Love to hear it. Where is my brother?
Running around, no doubt. I'm gonna try the keys.
Sure. Click.
Ooh. Ooh.
Inside, you find a nice lounge.
Oh
A
my
bar with
God.
some liquor behind it that actually looks quite fresh.
Oh my god.
This area seems much less disturbed than the rest of the floor. In fact, there are several empty glasses upon tables that seem like they could have been placed there within the last few days. They don't even have dust on them.
As we go into this room, I'm gonna
Oh.
place one of my cameras here so that it is looking into this little hall.
Okay.
Grabbing whatever, one of the bottles of whatever, and just starts. So,
These are
seems
expensive
a little
bottles of
culty.
liquor.
Oh, this is a bar, guys.
Oh, there's like a swingies in here.
you want
mean
you,
it's
you want me to pour you a
It's
drink?
See,
Some ghost liquor?
Yeah.
Liquor.
Anybody want a drink? I'll pour some more.
Liquor? I'm not gonna do it.
Hey, is anybody good at getting fingerprints?
I hardly know her.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait, don't touch
I don't know.
me.
Trinket, do I have a fingerprint dusting kit as an FBI agent?
Probably, yeah. You could lift some prints off these.
Don't touch any of the glasses. Nancy Drew, do your thing.
All
I
right.
mean,
you
Kestrel.
want me to dust these glasses for prints? Is that what it is?
yeah, because these glasses look pretty new.
All right. Well, one, we should get the fingerprints off of William Meyer.
I was gonna say that and I didn't. Should've
But
bit
sure,
back then.
I'll try to dust for prints on these glasses, I guess. Is that gonna require a roll?
No, you can just gather this evidence.
All right. Pull out a little makeup kit with a little brush and just dust that shit.
Because here's two things. One, they may have seen the killer. Two, they have probably been up here since the body's been dead. So three, they might be involved.
Is this just like a storage closet?
Small little storage closet. There's some backup liquor as well as a little ice machine in here.
Mr. Ginsey Liquor.
Yes.
Does this room seem oddly shaped to you guys?
In what way?
I feel like it feels like it's supposed to keep going.
Well, why don't you run into the wall and find out?
Is there like a central courtyard thing that some rooms overlook?
Yeah, so these windows here actually
yeah.
overlook the plaza's what's called a light court, which would be this large raised center, like about 3 or 4 floors up with a little bit of like a garden that all of the other rooms could look down upon. So the center of
Gotcha.
the building is kind of carved out so that it lets light come into these inner windows.
Can you keep going?
Thank you.
Does it stop there? What happened?
I just ran into the wall. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but we were just joking, and I actually ran into the wall. Now I'm on the other side of the black.
Wait. No, you're not. You can move back.
Oh. Okay. Well.
Lil bro's tweaking.
Wouldn't be
Well-
the first time. Get out of the vast and endless darkness.
I'm saying it feels like it's supposed to keep going.
You know, I will take a drink, actually.
Fucking pour you one out. Like, yeah, no, here.
Fucking, here's to Ghost Liquor.
Agent
And...
Sill, as you're
family.
going through things behind the counter here, you find carved into the bar what seems to be a pretty old bar. This place could have very well been a speakeasy. Is that little moth symbol carved on one of the shelves underneath the bar.
Hand me a camera. Someone hand me a camera.
Lydia hands you her photo, her camera.
God, I wish
Still
we
camera.
had Google.
Crouches
Look at
down
this image.
and just gets a good click. Takes a picture.
Wait, what'd you guys find?
Can I hop over and take a look if it's the same one that was in the book?
It does appear to be the same symbol that you guys have been looking for.
Yeah, that one was in that the book. Hold on, let me.
Guys, this is giving
You
cult
might know.
vibes.
Mm-hmm.
This is giving cult
The
vibes.
Lenape people along the Hudson River.
Oh, so I was right about the people being in this room are part of the cult.
I think they were called petroglyphs or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of those.
But
gonna
yeah,
add that.
they used this one, the Lenape tribe.
Well, I have a friend in the NSA, so we can run these prints later if you want. Maybe they'll ping somebody, and then we can, arrest them later for murders against mankind.
Crimes against humanity.
Yeah, that one.
She drinks the ghost liquor anyway.
I've been
It's just
drinking
normal
it.
liquor, although it's pretty high end.
Oh my gosh.
I just wanted to
We
point out. by
noticed
the
if
way.
something's missing.
You never know.
I'm gonna take a just kidding. Let me behave.
Pockets a bottle of Lugdvalen.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Just a hearty $400 bottle of whiskey.
Oh my god. Now I really, committing to the bit. I'm gonna take it.
I wipe off my fingerprints if I didn't have gloves on. We'll go with the art. I have fingerless gloves on. I wipe my fingerprints off, and where I drank, I wipe that as well. Leave no trace.
I'm just taking the bottle. It's mine now.
I mean, that's not leaving a trace, that's taking one. That's different.
Exactly. Never let them know your next move. Okay.
Is it dusty in here at all?
No. In fact, I said as you guys entered that this room
That's
seems
right, yeah.
relatively frequented.
Okay, so game plan: we're all gonna get matching tattoos of the moth people, and then we're gonna go try to infiltrate them.
We don't... Can you
Where?
leave one of your cameras in here?
Yeah, we could. Let me replace the batteries in it really quick so it'll make sure it won't die overnight.
It'll
Or throughout the day.
record about 12 hours of footage.
We'll be back before then.
Does it have a microphone in it? Would we get audio as well?
I could make it more obvious by attaching a microphone.
Let's probably not then. Maybe a place where we can read lips? I don't know how big it is.
These ones that you got from C-Cell are relatively small, but it's still 1989, so it's probably the size of a small camcorder.
Yeah.
Where does this room go to? Or this room?
I'm gonna climb up on the back of this couch and place it here, and I'll draw it out on there. It's like as far up in the top left corner of the room as I can reach.
Investigating in New York makes me think of Parasite Eve, one of my favorite video games. I want to fight a fucked up German Shepherd with a gun.
Well, you're never invited to meet the dogs. I'm sure. Yeah,
There's one of the monsters from Parasite Eve. Okay. Good, good, good.
And then I will collect this camera here.
What time is it right now?
About 3 a.m.
Okay.
3:30.
We should probably get going. Do we still need to go back and pick up whatever you left in the camera room?
100%.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard.
So you guys are going to conclude your investigation?
I thought we had till 4.
Well,
But that's what I'm saying, we still have to go
You
downstairs
have
and
as
pick up
long
this
as
thing.
you are willing to risk and stay here.
I figure 4 is probably when staff really starts showing up.
Where did Syl go? Is she back in there still? Are they like...
Yep.
Oh,
As
okay.
I was eating a chip, sure did.
Alright. Lydia has a thing about leaving somebody out of line of sight in a room, so she wouldn't have moved yet. Now she would. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, doesn't Cypher need to go pick up his little doohickey from the server room?
Probably. Do we want to do a quick check of floor 5, since we do have a little time?
I mean, we can glance at it for sure. I don't know if we have enough time to do a full investigation.
It's
I
not
would imagine
closed,
not.
so they reopened floor 5, so there will be people there. We have to be a little more cautious.
This might be a little obvious of a question. Is that moth symbol on any of the doors in any fashion?
Did you want to take a quick once around the place to see if it is?
Yes. Do you want me to move my token? I can.
You have to. I mean, there's other parts of the floor that you could walk back up the hallway to.
You know what? I'll start with the hallway that I haven't walked down at all, which is back this way, which is a dead end hallway. If anyone wants to come, so they can keep an eye on me in a new hallway. It is a ways back. I'm almost there. Alright, she's gonna start with these doors. You know what? You do that side, I'll do this side.
Oh, yeah. What are we looking for? Just signs of the
The
symbol?
moth symbol? Yeah. Or anything that looks like a weird symbol, honestly. Oh, that one's... I can see in a little bit. The crack... I'm pretending I didn't, because I didn't open the door. Any of these?
None of these ones.
Okay.
These all seem relatively ordinary rooms.
We could do a loop this way, and then loop back around to where the stairs are.
There's another mini hallway like this down the hall towards the stairs.
Is there another one?
Hmm.
Oh, I thought that's a mini one. I thought that was a full one. Okay. Yeah, we should check that one too.
Okay.
I thought it was a loop. Listen, we gotta check, or we won't get to do it. Are we heading to the same spot? Oh, good. Okay.
It has happened several times. It's really funny.
about here?
You
I'm having
guys-
the detector, by the way.
As you bring up this anomaly detector, it does start to beep towards this side of the room, or towards this side of the hallway.
Anything at this door?
No markings, but it does appear to beep beyond this door.
All right. I'm gonna
Well,
try to crack her open.
If we're going,
Shall
we gotta
we?
be quick. He presses go on the camcorder, and he also is gonna place another one of the cameras, one he's been kind of moving around on. Just set it on the armrest of this couch.
Okay, I got a 5. I think that opens it.
Jammed on the other side. You
Ah.
can only open it an inch.
Can I see? I guess that's all I can see.
Inside, you can see what seems to be mannequins. Sewing
Fuck that.
mannequins.
I hate it. Mhm.
wow, that's a lot of mannequins.
Mhm.
Do any of the mannequins look like kind of real?
You shut up. You shut your whore mouth.
What does
A
that
lot
mean?
of people have died in this building. I'm asking a real question.
No, they seem like plush sewing.
Okay. I wanna
Do-
close and lock
For
that one
making
back up.
dresses or suits.
Do
Yeah.
any
lock
of
that up,
them
please.
do any of them move while she's looking?
You
She
stare
is
for
braver
a
than I am.
second, waiting to see. You almost wish one of them would move, because that would be less scary than them not moving.
It's gonna close the door back up, and if she can lock it again, she will. Well,
You do notice, I will say,
mhm,
I would like to say something. As
mhm.
you're peering in there,
I was gonna say there is a door.
there is a door.
Is that the only door? There isn't one out. Oh, there is over here as well. She's gonna try this door. She's going quick though.
I'm trying more doors.
I think we need to get in that room. I don't do it. I fail for the first time at lockpicking.
One of your lockpicks breaks.
Fuck! It's the loudest you've heard her say anything.
Calm down, it'll be okay.
wow.
There's a
Almost a Jill sandwich.
What
There's
were you
a-
guys doing down this hallway?
the anomaly detector going off makes me think we should try to get in there.
Oh, are we getting in here?
I failed it. Can I try again? Do I have a...
Sure, you can try one more time.
Okay. Nope, the
Aw,
same thing!
Man.
The dice are telling a story, and that story currently is no. Shh,
Yeah.
that's enough. She's gonna come back with more lockpicks later. How blocked was the door? Can she like shoulder through it?
You could certainly try.
Let's try. That would
Would
probably.
Would you guys like to
What?
put some muscle into it?
Is there like any time at all to maybe be like, maybe not? Like, do you look like you're about to do that?
You see her, she's not doing it, she's kind of sizing it up a little bit.
Hey, I don't think we need to break things now.
It's not breaking, it's just pushing whatever's behind it out of the way.
What happens if the next door's locked?
I mean, I still can try. I just think there's something in there worth looking at, that's all.
I want to
can-
give it a try. I'm just gonna use like a basic die. I want to
Yeah,
try.
just give it a shove.
I got a bobby pin.
Oh, you want to try lockpicking?
Sure.
Sure.
I believe in you, Nancy Drew. I mean,
I
Kelsey.
don't have any
You could even
particular-
attempt using their lockpick with 1d6.
We're just gonna roll it and see what happens. No, it fails.
Your hair is now falling down because you used your only bobby pin and it snapped.
Damn. Well, it was worth a shot. You looked so
Here's-
cool doing it that I just thought I had to give it a shot.
I really thought you had it. Here's a scrunchie. It's the 80s
Thank
after
you.
all.
Thank you so much.
You know what we could try?
Hmm.
Does anybody have a gun?
Shoot the lock. This is a video
I'm gonna-
game.
Wait
See the
up
video game
everybody
loading
in-
screen?
I'm-
See the video game load?
Wake up everybody in the whole
My-
hotel.
My
Okay.
darling brother, the answer is no.
If we can get a pillow from one of the rooms, perhaps we could do that, yes.
What,
But-
don't you have a silencer? And then I pull a silencer out of my pocket. Just
Do I have a silencer? I don't know. Fucking.
You're secret agents. You could say that your gun is silenced if you think. I know of at least one person would have, or at least a couple people who might have access to such a thing.
It would probably be at least us for sure.
The three of you, yeah.
He doesn't. I don't think you carry a gun, do you, Cypher?
Yeah, I do, but it's secretly hidden.
I don't know. How imperative is it that we get into room 653?
It's the only other place I've gotten an anomaly around here at this point, and there is another interior room. I don't know. You guys' trinket got into my head and made me think I for sure need to get in there.
Fine,
Guys,
fine.
if you zoom out, look at how much black is still left on this map.
I
There's
know.
lots. And the courtyard is probably what, like here?
Fine.
There's no
fine.
actual access to the courtyard.
Finn goes up to the door that was blocked and he gives it a good hearty shove.
I'm going to reach into Arachne's back where she keeps her gun and I'm gonna pull it out.
She's gonna turn around and smack your hand.
Then
Can I
you
roll
throw your
something for that?
shoulder into this, and it does not budge.
Well, if you're
Well,
not
we
gonna,
tried.
well, if you're not gonna do it, I'll do it.
Are the couch cushions on this couch? Are they grabbable?
Yeah.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. If we're trying to break through this lock, I'm gonna grab one of the couch cushions from this couch. I'm gonna place it up to 653 and use it as a silencer, and I'm going to shoot the lock.
I'll hold the pillow there and be like, "Don't shoot my hand."
It should be okay. It's a
Roll
big ass
2d6.
couch cushion. Okay.
Silent cheering on.
We done dids it. Okay.
Well executed. There's not going to be a way to repair this door afterward, but you absolutely blow the lock up, the actual faceplate lock of this, to a point that the deadbolt gives way.
They'll know we were here, and by we they means I mean they'll know somebody was here, but maybe that's already a done deal.
Fantastic. Let's go inside. Let's see what we're dealing with. Oh boy, a bedroom.
Once inside, Finn is immediately trying to find the bullet on the ground, if possible. Or a bullet hole on the floor.
Oh, what the fuck's that?
Do I have the anomaly detector, or does somebody else have it?
I have one on me.
You and Lydia have them right
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna start waving that motherfucker around.
Lydia, don't open that door.
I know what's on the other side. I've got the whole room. There's mannequins over there.
Yeah, that's why she wanted to get in here.
You don't detect anything to the door that you are facing, but once you wave it back towards that room that already detected, there's definitely something this way.
Is There were bullet
Oh
holes in
my
the floor.
god. I can't pick locks anymore.
That door is not locked.
Oh, it's not? Ha! The one time I didn't check! The fucking one time!
Well, I just opened it. I said, don't open the door.
Oh, I didn't realize you opened it. I thought you could see through a crack, maybe. Alright, now that I can see the room better, is anything moving?
No, nothing's moving. In fact, it seems like no one's been in here in a while. There's thick cobwebs that cling to everything in this room.
Anybody else coming with me, or?
Sure, I'll go in. I've already got my gun drawn. I might as well come with you.
I'll say that, Arachne pulls hers too because these mannequins are freaky. She knows shooting ghosts probably won't matter. But...
Hey, look, if they're possessing a mannequin that's a physical body, it gives us something to destroy.
True.
Ethan is going to touch every mannequin, and just like casually poke them all. Nothing.
One of them
Nothing?
grabs you. No, I'm joking.
Oh god.
You
Nothing?
die instantly.
Nothing. Nothing.
There is a door set against the far wall, also locked. Seems like it has not been opened in a long, long time.
Can I risk it to do 3d6 on this?
Yeah?
Hey! It wasn't my highest. 5.
You can unlock this door.
What the? It's like a tailor's room. I guess that makes sense with what's over there.
In this room that you could has these large loft windows. You can imagine that during the daytime this space would be very bright, very full of light. Against one wall there is a ton of tapestries, different types of fabrics rolled up into tight swaths of fabric, as well as 5 sewing machines, half worked on tuxedos and dresses, covered in cobwebs. And as you lead in with your anomaly detector, boop, 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 it seems to be tracking this fabric.
The fabric?
Woo, woo, woo!
Oh yeah, is it silk?
These are
Ooh, that's a
some
good idea.
very
Could be
fine
the-
silks.
The moth fabric. Who knew that this was gonna be a bug-related sort of phenomenon?
Doesn't that just bug you?
It does.
On each of these mannequins are black tuxedos, suits reminiscent of maybe the 50s or 60s styles of 3-piece suits.
Do they also trigger the anomaly detector?
Yes, they do.
Can I check like the lapels and the pockets and the tag? Is there anything identifying? Is this like an actual company that was
None,
operating out of here?
actually.
None.
No identifying markings. Actually, there is an identifying marking. On each of the tags is that little moth symbol.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, no, the crazy thing is still hugging one of the mannequins. You do see as Finn is getting a lot of footage of these mannequins.
It's good
And
shit.
like, you even see him kind of like jitter the camera like a little bit at certain times.
You know how bad I want to print, like. There's
What?
a way to prank right now.
Also, I wanted to search the doorway area very thoroughly to see if I could find the bullet. Or if there was a hole in the floor.
There's a hole in the opposite wall.
That is worse. Does it lead outside?
Not fully.
Is the bullet retrievable?
It's probably on the other side of the plaster. In the cavity between the wall.
I don't have the tools to get that.
It'd be loud as well.
Anybody got a comically big magnet?
I left it at home, sorry.
We should take one of these rolls with us.
That'll be hard to... They're pretty big, right?
Are these posable mannequins?
They
Like,
are.
Can you move them? Oh,
You can pose them.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm going
Are you
through.
They even have
posing them
fingers.
sexually?
Yep. No, for sure. Posing them.
Is there any ledgers or anything in this room that indicates why this work is being done or for who?
Is this room dusty? I mean, I see some cobwebs on the screen, but I just want to make sure.
It's not... I mean, yes, it's very dusty and covered in cobwebs. There's not really any indication of what these could be for, other than that same strange moth marking.
These look like fancy suits from back
They
in the day.
do look quite fancy, yes. Something that a regal person would wear to a quite fancy event, maybe a wedding or a ceremony, that kind of thing. They're certainly and the dresses too are ball gown style, very, you know, mid-century French, like ball gowns.
Are they all the same size?
No, they're different sizes. In fact, you see a lot of the same items made for different sized people.
Gotcha. I gotta take pictures of all the outfits.
Yeah, you're poring over these, and one thing does stand out to you all in that every other piece of clothing, every shirt that you found on the ground, every bed sheet, every curtain has been very moth-ridden, full of holes. These are, despite their age, possibly 30, 40 years old, immaculate. These looks like they were sewn just the other day. The colors on the fabrics are bright and vibrant.
But they were dusty enough that we know that they weren't sewn just the other day?
Correct.
Okay. I mean, if it's moth sewn...
These are
maybe they-
not electric sewing machines either. These are
Yeah, they're cranky.
antique, you know, foot crank sewing machines.
Anything fancy about the sewing machines? Like magic? Like, is there any?
They're made
Are
in
they
New
just
York.
a normal brand? Okay.
Singer,
I'll take.
made in New York.
Listen, Singer is pretty good. She'll take pictures of the sewing machines as well. Anything that looks relevant. Is there any scraps of cloth that she could just take a piece of?
Yeah, I mean, you
without-
could absolutely just cut a big chunk of this, of any
She'll
one of
cut-
these.
Yeah, she'll cut whichever. If there's one that seems to trigger the anomaly detector more than the others.
They're all about the same. They all register about around the same as those bricks that you found earlier. And the rest
She'll
of the
just-
building supplies.
Cut like a 1 foot by 1 foot ish chunk.
Okay.
Put it in her pack. She's a backpack or a satchel or something. This is. These are obviously connected. Fucking
so.
Ren, I swear to God.
You guys see as Finn sets up his camera on like a tiny little like tripod on this workstation over here, or on these maybe trunks. I'm not exactly sure what those are. Pointed towards all of these big rolls of fabric and the dresses, and he pulls out one of his anomaly detectors and is like, it's going off, and he's like,
This place is getting really crazy. You guys, I think the moths and the silk have something to do with this.
and he gets really close to the camera.
And it's locked away.
And he goes and takes the camera down.
I can just imagine the post-production sting that would come happening after that.
And then he cuts, and he's like, "All right, guys, sorry about that. I still have to do my fucking job."
Could it be the ghosts
could-
are getting lockered?
I don't know, man.
It's
I'm
getting lockered in here.
It's like fucking 4 a.m. I drove all the way to New York from Ohio.
It's about 3:45. Yeah.
I'm pretty tired. I'm a little sloppy. I'm sorry.
I like the TV voice. I could feel the transformation.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I forgot to record the dresses. I just did the fabric things. Ah fuck.
I mean, we have to come back to get your camera. We can record more later, and by we I mean you.
Yeah, I guess.
Sill's just trying to pose these in a way that makes it look like they're gonna run. Like, hey, get a good shot of this, huh?
You know what? Lydia helps.
He turns his camcorder back on and he does like a sweeping, like shot from like down near their legs all the way up as he runs across the thing to make it look like they're actually moving.
Oh yeah. Help with the production team. Gotcha.
Are we like production assistants now?
Listen.
Yeah, you're not getting paid by me. It's all CISA. What you do is what you'll
Hold
kind on.
Hey,
I mean-
excuse me. No, the coffee. Thank you. Coffee is payment.
Nobody ever paid me in coffee.
Listen, the next time you get one, I'm definitely taking another sip.
Did you guys check out these dresses?
Yeah,
Do they blinky glowy do thing?
they did set off the anomaly detector, and they have on the tag. Was it all of them on the tags, or just one on the tag had the moth symbol? I think it was all of them, wasn't it?
I think so.
Well, and I undress the whole mannequin. Let's just take the whole dress.
Can
I
you
admit,
fit a
I am
ball
curious
gown?
what would happen if we took some of this anomalous material out of the hotel.
Well, I was thinking that maybe you just wear it
There's a
out.
bunch of dresses here in all sorts of different sizes. Certainly, you could find one that fits you.
I just wear it. I don't. That sounds dangerous. That sounds not ideal.
I don't mean to sound like a baby, but I don't think we should be bringing this material back to our secret hideout place.
While everyone's saying that, I'm gonna look at all the suits and I'm gonna find one that fits my size, and I'm just gonna start paging.
You would have seen me, by the way, cut a sample.
Yeah, no, he's still telling you now.
Mhm.
Ethan
I
is
just-
changing into a
You
suit
got a
right
place
now.
to keep that, or
I mean, I was gonna see if it was still anomalous outside the hotel. That's
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of. It
That's a
doesn't
good
have to
start.
come back. Yeah.
that's a good start. We can always ditch it right before we go inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan, I might do this a lot, but I'm really good about making sure that no ghosts come back with me,
I mean, that seems like a good
That's the
idea.
last thing I need is a ghost following me around.
You
Although
are
it
the
would
ghost
kind of-
magnet.
It would kind of make my job a little easier, but it would get really repetitive,
Yeah, the same ghost. Like, oh, I've heard these chains before. It's boring at this point.
Yeah.
Think it-
Okay, dude, I get it. You knocked the same book over 100 times.
Okay, am I able to find a suit my size?
You're absolutely able to find a suit your size.
Perfect. Changing into it and walking out of the room.
As she's walking out with everybody, she's like, "Man, I'm so glad that my brother doesn't do like really stupid things. Like he's crazy sometimes, but I feel like he kind of has a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
He's a smart kid. He's a smart kid.
Guys, look
Yeah.
at this new suit I just got.
I take it back. I take it back. I take back what I said.
It's really good for him, These computer things, they're like the future. He's got a good life ahead of him.
Look at his suit. It looks so good on me. Ah.
I'm sorry to say he's not gonna make it to that life. but
He's not.
As
He's
you
not gonna make
guys all step back out into the hall,
Oh no.
Oh no.
you hear a noise.
It's Bruno Mars. He's singing, "I'll leave the door open." Sorry.
Who's Bruno Mars?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Was that vehicle sounding thing in the hallway?
Why is
What
it
was
not
that?
playing the right sound effect?
Oh.
Oh,
I think we're just hearing the New York noises.
What the fuck? Why is it just doing that?
Unless it's like a weird guttural noise. That kind of sounds like a car in a building.
Hold on.
do I have superpowers now that I put on this
Oh
suit?
my god. No, Laurel. I heard what your name changed to on the fucking game, by the way.
Who'd you hear that to?
It was on the
'Cause-
map.
Oh no.
I mean, Hazel doesn't know, so it doesn't matter. But
Oh,
I know.
no.
I know what it is.
Bruh, I'm so confused.
Is it that weird like old heater sound?
No.
Okay.
Why is it not playing the right sound effects for me?
Find it so strange that this GIF you sent, Ren, has like a YouTube time tracker at the bottom for me. I don't know if
Oh,
that's
the
part
GIF?
of the GIF.
Oh, me
but,
too, me too, me too, yeah.
Why is that? That's so
Anyway,
weird.
I guess it's not going to let me play my sound effect for some reason, but as you all step out into the hall, you hear the roar of a lion.
Wasn't there something about animals?
Guys,
That
did
guy-
somebody
Someone-
let their cat out?
Someone kept animals here.
That's what
I
they
remember
said.
that. I remember
I
that.
remember that too.
Wasn't it
I
the woman
pulled out
who's...
my gun.
Wasn't it the room that we were shown earlier? The woman who stayed there?
Yes, I can't
Yeah.
remember her name. What the hell was the name of that lady?
Yes, what was her name?
Fuck me.
She was a princess.
Did it sound
Yes.
like Leo the lion?
No.
No.
Okay.
How did I not get her name? I have so many notes. Oh, Princess Elizabeth Vilma Loaf Parley?
Yeah, you got
Is
it.
that? Yeah. Yep. I mean, do we feel like that's a horrible ghost saying, "Come over here"?
I mean, we could go check it out. I don't know.
You mean the cat is calling us?
The cat is calling.
I think if anything, a lion means it's time to go.
Maybe.
Right. I second that.
Okay, well I gotta get back down to work, in my fancy new outfit.
Oh.
When we get here, I
Agent
carefully
Kestrel,
look-
as you round the corner,
fuck.
unmistakably, at the end of the hallway, there is a full-blown lion licking the backs of its paws.
Bro.
And it quickly notices you all and begins to slink down the hallway,
Shoot
And
it.
then I pulled
picking
out
up
my
speed.
gun.
Oh,
Shoot
no.
it!
Oh,
I will shoot towards it as you
Galloping.
guys escape.
Oh,
if
no.
that's what you
Galloping
want.
down the
Come on,
hallway.
Come on,
come on,
Come on.
come.
Phil, come on.
You could
Alright,
turn and
every-
run and just shut the door if you want.
We're the eight.
Everybody evacuate.
Yeah,
I'll
this is Call of Cthulhu. This isn't fight stuff like a D&D
Right, literally,
game.
you know, fucking lie.
I don't want to kill it. I just want to shoot one
on.
bullet downrange and then leave.
Sure, make a
We're all
roll
out
me
now.
2d6.
Oh,
You're pretty sure you might have hit, but
Well, it
This
doesn't
thing
matter.
doesn't
I'm
stop.
running as soon as I shoot.
it's bounding
patiently for a moment
full
through the door
predator
shut.
mode.
Door.
And as you slam the door shut, you
Slam
wait
that bitch.
just a moment, anticipating that a lion is about to slam against the metal grates.
guessing it doesn't.
And nothing happened.
Ethan opens the door again.
Ugh.
Just really quickly.
I want
I'm
it to be like
You're getting
known
like scruffed.
that
Like
Finn's like already on the first floor, collected the cameras.
Peek
in
your
the
head out,
staircase,
and there's nothing.
Like, he
Oh,
did not
we're-
wait for you guys. He is
Alright.
leaving.
Guys,
Ah,
it's all a ghost. And
God damn
Finn's
it.
not here.
you get
I'm
scruffed. Like
I'm,
dragging. No.
I'm sorry if people heard that.
We should probably go then.
Yeah, we should probably go.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
We scoot our boots downstairs.
Yeah. I'm gonna let
Oh.
Arachne continue the scruff the back of her brother down the steps.
Yeah.
Like, here you go. Here's your,
You know what I did that's really dumb?
Put on the suit.
I
Open
left
the
my
door
bell.
again.
I left my bellboy clothes in that room. Well, whoever it is getting fired tomorrow, or whenever they find it.
I'm anomaly detecting the suit he's still wearing and the scrap of fabric as we leave the hotel. You might be sitting in
They
that
both
truck
light up.
in your underpants.
So,
Okay.
so I like I said, Finn ran down like way before everyone. He collected his 2 cameras. So as soon as everyone walks out, like he's already there with the van ready for them to get in. He just booked it all the way out. That lion, hell no.
Lydia
no.
just kind of says to everybody, "Well, that tracks." Yep.
We have to go to the basement to grab my computer.
Yep. Let's do that.
Okay.
Do you just make a run back down there to grab your stuff by yourself, or no?
No, I would not let him go by himself.
I'll
No.
go with them at the very least.
I will say, as you reapproach the door, there is someone on staff. A new person in the
Is
room.
he asleep?
No.
All right.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Oh God.
A bald man in his 30s answers the door. He's wearing a classic security guard outfit.
Hey.
He kind of looks at you in your suit.
Hi, my name is Roger.
guest?
I am the no.
Sorry,
I'm
I
the
don't
new AG.
see many guests down here.
Yeah. I am a district manager. Just coming in for an inspection quickly. We just need to get this done before everybody
District
comes in.
manager? You work
Yes.
for fucking, like, Trump?
Oh yes, I do.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's a busy man. Very busy man.
And
Shits
what are you
himself
here to
constantly.
do in the security room?
There is a old panel that we were inquiring about. We just want to make sure that how much intact it is. If I could just come see the original telephone panel, and then I'll be out of your way.
2d6.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
All right, I guess. Sorry, I showed up a little late today. I'm a little off.
You're totally okay. You're doing a great job. I will let everybody know upstairs.
Please, you
and then
think you could really do that? There's like other hotels. This one's, living down here in the basement. I'd love to work at the Astoria, or God forbid, like maybe Trump Tower or something. If you could get me in there. I hear they have great taco bowls.
Yeah, of course. Of course. And I point to Lydia and like, Lydia, talk to him.
What?
Talk to him. I like mouth to you.
Yeah, you guys like work there, right? Or work for the administration. Have you had their taco bowls? I hear they're like world class.
You know, they're a little overrated. I don't recommend the guacamole.
So as
Never good.
In the
As
cook
we-
outfit, yeah, completely.
Well, I don't suppose there's a lot of authentic Mexican people making Mexican cuisine there.
Not there.
Mm-mm.
Not there.
Have you ever been
No.
to Dos Nachos Libres down on 34th, though? That one's really good.
You know, it's the best I've had in
They
this
got
city,
Marg?
but you know, go to LA if you want good
Marg?
Mexican food.
Why would I go to LA?
If you want good Mexican food.
Yeah.
Come here
Okay.
for pizza, go to LA for Mexican food.
So while they're having this conversation, I'm gonna go and unplug my computer and then like put it back in my bag that I left there, and then walk out with a bag.
Say, I'm gonna be off in a couple hours, darling. You wanna maybe get a slice?
Is he talking to Lydia?
Yeah.
Oh, I would, but
Cup of coffee this early morning?
you
Maybe a bagel for you?
I'm gay. Let's go. She's so
Oh, all right.
Well,
He
Nick,
calls you a slur on the way out. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
He just slurs you on the way out.
I turn back
Go
around
back to
and I
Stonewall.
like readjust his like name tag and say, "I'll make sure your boss knows that you're doing a good job."
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Have a great day, okay?
I think that went great. Says the woman who just yelled "I'm gay" at a stranger, whether she was or not.
Better than I expected.
See, it was a good idea I put on this suit, okay?
Uh-huh.
So we're taking the van all the way back, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, but you guys all see that once you get in the car, Finn looks really tired.
Finn,
Do you want me to
If
drive?
I have to make any checks while driving, they definitely do not have 2d6.
You don't have to make any checks while driving, but by the time that you guys get home, it is the sun has fully come up. It's 6 a.m. People are filing into work, and it's right around the same time that yesterday you guys all met at the Metro Diner, just very close.
Finn,
I
Finn,
will be
tell
right
you a
back.
secret.
1 sec.
Finn, we're gonna tell you a secret, okay?
Sure.
You missed the craziest shit ever. That lion was a ghost.
Cool.
You could have had that whole thing on camera.
I love that you pet the cat every time.
I do.
I can move him around, right? I can put him in every
Right.
scene.
Yeah.
Guys, did you see the other Easter egg on the screen?
What?
You just had to look for it.
Oh, cute. So many kitties. Gotta pet them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, that's New York City for sure. Back alleyway cats.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, guys, just playing Subway Surfer.
I'm glad you found it. Let me zoom in for the one time for the camera.
That's funny.
You can just see the little Subway surfers.
It's
You
weird to
probably
see
can't see
Subway
the line.
Surfers without like a Reddit story being read by AI over it. It's weird. That's what
I just wanted to
fine,
see if
thank you.
anybody would find it.
I thought it was a little bell, which is also weird, but
No, it's Subway surfers.
yeah. I just saw like a reddish brown or an orangish brown thing moving. But now that I know it's Subway Surfers, I absolutely can tell that it,
Well-
it doesn't look like a bell.
It takes us a while to make our way back through Manhattan. It's the early hours of the morning, like I said, 6 a.m. when we finally pull back into Washington Mews. Pull the van back up to the house, and
I'm pretty sure he needs to sleep or he might die.
Yeah, he parks the car and he immediately just pulls the little lever to let the seat back, and he's just immediately like,
Oh, you don't.
Oh. Yeah.
Well,
Alright. Alright, guys. Who wants to get who wants to get him in there? Like child style when you go to sleep, when your parents take a long drive and then just wake up in bed.
how
Who's
big is
picking him up?
Finn? How big is Finn?
you guys don't want to do that.
Okay. we we could. I mean,
I mean, you could leave him to sleep
Just
there for a
reaches
while.
in, pulls the seat thing up so that way the seat goes back. Like, well, all right, buddy. Good night.
No. You guys can go in. You know, like I'm not
Yeah.
sleeping in the same place with that fucking weird ass fabric you got on.
is it
He
still
makes a good
setting off
point.
the
He makes a
detector?
good point.
Yeah,
I don't think we should bring it inside.
it lights up
You're
an
not
anomaly
leaving it in
detector.
this damn van.
No, we'll throw it in a dumpster.
What happens
Makes
when
a
that
damn
dumpster
good
kills
point.
somebody?
It's New York. You think anyone will even notice? Probably not the first person to die to a dumpster this week.
Yeah, probably not.
Those
Probably not at
cheese.
all.
So I'm a little new to this whole agent game thing. Do we not just care about normal people? Is that like a thing we all gave up the ability to do, or?
No, I feel
Okay.
like we should burn it. That's what I think, anyway.
Well, you brought it back to study it.
I mean, it's not like
Insane.
There's things
You
to be
guys
learned from studying.
Take it inside. You feel free. I'll just sleep right here. It's no big deal.
All right, who's got the smudge sticks?
you know.
Oh. He like realizes that it's daytime again, and then he's like, oh yeah, hold on, and he like opens like a little compartment, and he takes out one of those big foldable things, and he puts it up on the cover of the windshield so it's not as bright inside.
Oh my god.
I remember those.
Me too. God damn.
Well, we can study it and then get rid of it. Probably wouldn't even be the first ghosts in these buildings if we brought some back.
As he's kind of like laying on his side in this chair, you see there's like a little machine on the floor of the van, and he's putting the little tapes from all the cameras into it and like loading it in there. And then he like rolls over and actually goes to sleep. Those little fellow.
I think we've lost him. I think he's...
Yeah, we can absolutely take an 8-hour rest, 6 to 8 hour rest. Everyone can roll 1d6 and remove that much stress. It's called doing self-care.
Okay.
Ooh.
If I only have one stress, can I just remove it?
Yes. You don't have to roll if you don't want to.
Again, I can't roll a 0, so.
We gotta get riskier.
Yeah, you guys didn't gain a lot of stress, but you also did not learn everything there was to learn there.
Not even close. I mean, we could go back during the day, theoretically, right?
We could, probably.
Third time back to a location. Intelligent.
I would say, why don't we try a new place today?
What about the sub-levels? I mean, what other places are there?
I mean, we do need to investigate the basement
Now,
more
wait a minute.
thoroughly.
Technically, daytime would be the best time to go to the 5th floor, right? Because people using a hotel mostly are there at night, not during the day.
Yeah.
During the day, they're out at, at work or at wherever, touring the city, cramming their stupid asses into town squares. This is why we care about primetime television.
God, remember when that was a thing? Anyway.
You guys
How lucky I am
all,
to be on after Jeopardy.
8 a.m. comes
You're on
around
after
again.
Jeopardy?
You know, or the afternoon comes around, so 6 hours plus 8 hours later after a rest puts us at fucking, like 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you missed everything. Price is Right is over. Judge Judy is over.
Lydia
like
goes out and
Maury
comes back
Povich
with
went on
coffee.
3 hours ago.
Yeah,
Like,
we
y'all
missed Maury,
everything.
guys. We missed Maury. Lydia goes out and comes back with coffee and donuts and bagels. All the round carbs that she could find with a hole in the middle, she shows up with.
It's 2 p.m. by the time you guys are all finally waking up again and conscious after some naps and some breaks, but I won't say that you guys were unable to do everything or anything if there was some stuff that you guys wanted to do in that time.
Look at the fabric, mainly. Try like if we have any tools we could use to inspect it that we wouldn't have had. I don't know what that would be.
You could straight up just send it out, like, have a contact C-Cell and have them come pick it up and investigate it for you if you want.
I like that, because then we don't have it at our place anymore. She tells her brother to take off the fucking suit.
You call the number.
Mhm.
And, yeah, they deliver to your front door some anomalous... We'll say a scientist in plain delivery clothing kind of shows up and, like, has a bag and is like, put it in, you know? And then
There you
quickly leaves with your items
Mhm.
to
So
investigate.
just to be clear, I'm keeping this suit. How does it feel?
You're
It's
not
nice.
keeping it, but go ahead.
It's very well made. And you can tell that it's, like, some parts of it are hand-stitched.
Listen, Lydia, this is probably the nicest suit I've ever had. Imagine I should have worked with this suit on.
It's haunted, you're not keeping it.
It's not haunted. It's
Look
just a
at
little.
me. She brings out the anomaly detector.
You feel like you just want to sing New York, New York by Frank Sinatra when you wear this suit.
If you don't take that off, I will kill you myself.
Let me just keep the suit,
Okay.
okay?
No. Don't make me strip you in front of these people, because I will do it.
Oh, woo.
Fine, I'll go take off the suit.
Just kidding.
Listen, she's the fighter, he's not. She can take him down. Look at him, he's a twink. They give the suit and the fabric. Does he... I'm not gonna ask if you keep any of it. That's coal-based
Oh, sorry.
metagaming, to think you will.
I literally was like, it's cool. Of course.
Anyway,
No, I gave the whole suit back.
2 p.m. Another day.
Coffee and food is ready.
Do we think we should investigate any other properties made by this guy? What was the kill house or some crazy fucking shit like that, right?
The Death House.
Yeah.
I
what
don't
the
think
fuck
it's
is
The
far.
that?
House of Death. Not
That
very
one
far
that
from you, only a couple
seems
blocks.
dribble.
We could walk
Man, I
there
hope they have
easily.
more mannequins. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
You get a latte, by the way. Here you go.
Oh, I'm gonna cry as you watch. Still pulls out fucking bonbon.
Early
candies
this
and
morning, C-Cell delivers you all a box of donuts.
Hell yeah.
oh my god,
Okay.
puts bonbons on the donut and just
There you go.
We're back
Inhale.
down here, right?
Yeah, we're down here again. We're at the Muse right here. We
Yeah,
could walk to the
walk,
House
we
of
could
Death.
walk. That's only 1, 2, 3, like
Is-
4 blocks.
Is it like a museum situation now?
The House of Death?
Yeah.
No.
Or is it just a notable house? Do people
It's
live
just
there
a
still?
notable house. You'd have to go and find out.
Okay.
Hey, as like an FBI agent, are you able to just like go into properties or like what's the deal with that?
I mean, I could probably demand entry, but doing that would risk revealing myself to a certain extent.
I meant more like not asking, but like can you just like walk in and then if someone like asks why you're there, you can be like, oh FBI.
Yeah, I could probably try that.
You know, more of a, not necessarily shooting and ask questions later, but better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Shit.
I mean, if we wanted... I was kind of saving that for a last resort, but...
this is my last
So,
I mean, I don't know what the situation with this place is, so I just wasn't sure if we wanted to like walk in. You know, I kind of like. Never mind. We'll see if people live there, I guess.
maybe they'd let a celebrity in.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, but yeah, we'll talk.
I mean, you're on After Jeopardy, so
That was a joke.
yeah.
Season 1 was, but season 2's not.
Ooh, got bumped.
Yeah, it's okay. After Full House is fine.
You would be the most famous ghost hunter.
As somebody who's a ghost hunter, Finn, you have actually heard of this place before. As a pretty notoriously haunted place in not only New York City, but just in all of America.
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody lives there. It's like
This is, and at one point you would know, was the house of none other than Mark Twain himself.
No shit.
damn.
Oh, damn point.
As well as a number of other notable people, as well as the site of at least 4 murders.
Damn.
New York, New York.
We taken a walk up to the House of Death?
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Finn will walk up and give a knock on the door.
The place is, it doesn't take too much to realize that the place is boarded up.
Mm.
Doesn't seem like anyone lives here currently. But there is a plaque on the front of the house. It reads, built in 1865. And it notes that it was at one point the home of Mark Twain. As well as that it was the site of several grisly murders, just like I said. As well as it being recognized as a national landmark on the Underground Railroad.
Oh. Is this a busy street?
Pretty busy. I mean, this is a Manhattan neighborhood. There's people coming and
Yeah.
going at 2 p.m.
Is there an alley?
For sure.
There'll be less people in the alley. I don't think we can just open the door if it's boarded up.
Just the door open?
It's boarded up.
Hey, you know, it's worth a shot.
It's always worth a shot, every time. Listen, the one time I didn't ask, the door was unlocked, so, you know. So they'll scoot around the back of the building then? Is it boarded up as well?
This place does, there is maybe a back window that you could crawl in through, although it looks like maybe several vagrants or homeless people have done the same thing a number of times.
I mean, Arachne's good at getting into shit. She's gonna do that and see if there's a way she can let everybody in from the inside. If it's not, like, it's boarded though, you said, right?
It's pretty well boarded up, and immediately as you kind of throw your legs in, you smell the smell of rotten mold in here. This place has been abandoned a while.
She covers her nose and mouth with her arm. Looks like this window's the best way in. You feeling spry, everybody? It's gross in here.
I guess so.
She ties a
see,
bandana around her face. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Finn, he has like an overshirt on, and he kind of unbuttons it a little bit and folds it and ties it around his nose and mouth, so he's not breathing in as much.
Do you want to hand me your camera?
I can just turn it on once I'm inside. It's fine. Finn like always has like a pretty decent sized backpack on.
Yeah. Listen, ghost hunters required that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and then the equipment's not exactly small right now.
Not in 1989, it's not.
I'm like so lucky to have 2 camcorders. That's showbiz, baby.
When you're your own cameraman, especially.
Well, I have to be now because I work for fucking C-Cell. They took
Yep.
away all my fucking PAs and shit.
Do you all kind of clamber into this building, or just Lydia?
Finn is also inside.
Anybody else?
I mean, I will try to head inside, I suppose, unless I feel like
Ian
unless
turned,
there's a need for me to stay outside.
Ian turned to a nice large kitchen. There's a dining room attached to it. A stairwell leads up and down out of a living room nearby. This place is clearly trashed. There's trash and refuse littering everything. Possible sleeping bags, places where people may have laid down and rested just for the night, as well as a decent amount of drug paraphernalia, empty needle caps. This place looks like it's a crack house for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Is there a basement?
There is a basement and an upstairs.
Work our way up?
I prefer to work my way down.
Sure.
I'd rather meet something at the top and have to run down than meet something at the bottom and have to run up, because then your only option is to jump off the building.
Are the stairs like rotted, or are they?
They're not great, but they're still traversable.
Okay.
Maybe one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
There's still stuff on the walls that seems like this was a family home. Half-broken picture frames, a TV shattered on a TV stand in the living room, some broken beds in each bedroom, even a children's room.
Today we are here at the House of Death. Unfortunately, it certainly smells like it. Hoping to see what we can find. Can I get someone with an anomaly detector, please?
Here you go.
Turn it on and crank the volume. Do we hear anything?
Nothing
Yeah,
up
do
here.
they hear anything? Do they hear anything, Trinket?
Nothing up here.
I swear to God.
You wave it around, expecting to maybe find something. You test the cloth. You test the bricks. Nothing really. Nothing out of the ordinary. There is just an intense feeling of sadness in this place, though.
Are there any pictures left in the frames, or is it just the frames by now?
There are some rotting pictures. You see, a family, a man, a woman, and 2 children.
Familiar
No.
at all? Anything on the back?
Not particularly.
Okay. She'll take a picture of the picture, just in case. She always has like a few like full rolls of film, like fresh film with her, so. Up.
Yeah. I'll lead the way with the anomaly detector and the camera.
A haunted house is like your wheelhouse.
It is during the middle of the day, so it's hard to get any of the noise of the outside traffic out of your film here.
You see, he like takes from his bag it's not the cleanest looking sock, but it definitely looks a little older, and he kind of puts it over the pop filter that's like already there. I promise it helps.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way up the stairs. You find, as I said, an empty children's room with a crib, as well as an empty, what seems to be a master bedroom. Everything is long decayed. There's really nothing left. The bed empty of sheets, molding. But even so, it seems like somebody was rough enough to call this place home many a time.
No, should we look for a moth?
Looks like there could be somebody actively staying here, even.
Oof.
Yeah, looking
Yikes.
for the moths was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that it looks like the $2 mattress from earlier.
It does, in fact.
Trinket, do I see anything unusual in this room?
CDG spot hidden roll.
You find in the master bedroom, on one of the in one of the closets, is a very large signature that you start to look over. Holy shit, that's fucking Mark Twain's signature. Just scrawled across the wall in one of the closets. The
Mark
paint's
Twain lived here.
peeling. But there it is, unmistakable, charcoaled onto a wall at the back of a closet.
Just gonna quietly take a picture. The silence broken by the winding of the camera.
Can I see if it's like painted on the wall, or the paint, or a piece of paper, or
It
whatever
was
it
like
is?
drawn on and then covered in like a varnish so it doesn't go away.
Oh, guys, you know how much this is worth? I could sell this in the black net for so much.
The fuck is the black net?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's maybe not rob.
Uh, Rob who? Who are we robbing?
Like this is like a historic place, you know. You'd be like robbing it of its historicness.
I love Mark Twain.
You guys
I don't
find
know if that's as good as the thing as you think it is. And he walks away.
you guys find in one of the rooms a collection of some newspaper articles of somebody who was gathering things about this place. Could read you a number of things, but the house's most famous tenant was Mark Twain, a mustachioed legend of American literature at the tail end of his writing career. But at the height of his celebrity, Twain, whose real name was Samuel Clemens, was a resident of the House of Death only 3 years after its original owner, Fred H. Andrews, the cyclist. And then it documents how the first owner of the hotel died in 1856 when someone mugged him for his bike.
Damn.
Followed by its second owner, Mark Twain, who did also... Twain was noted as a ghost skeptic, yet wrote of thinking clear and plain paranormal experiences he had in his new home. One evening, he witnessed a large piece of wood kindling move in the air all by itself. It suddenly fell to the ground, surrounded by a few drops of blood. Rats outnumbered people in New York City even then, but the house was not noted for having an infestation. Twain maintained that the blood was that of a rodent and not that of a ghost. Although Twain did not have many pleasant memories of the house, he can still be, it's said, heard roaming the stairwells of the House of Death. Subsequent occupants have seen his visage trudging up and down the stairs, commonly considered the most haunted section of the home.
The
So-
stairs, huh?
Yeah.
In 1957, one Jan Bryant Bartell and her daughter took up residency in the spacious apartment on the top floor. This woman was a famous actress, psychic, and writer who moved into the apartment, which once housed many other people. While she was there, Bartell reported almost immediately reports of monstrous moving shadows that would often follow her around the house. One time she writes that she had even seen a ghostly figure of a man standing in the hall.
There's nothing up here that triggered the detector either, like at all? Just out of curiosity.
Nothing seems to be going off.
I feel like we should check the basement. That we've taken note of. What was the name of that actress again? I should write that down.
Jan Bartell.
Hey, that's almost the name of one of my favorite artists. No, god damn it. List.
I said it as Finn. Oopsie.
There we go.
Well, anyways, my lovelies, it is 11 o'clock,
Yep.
and I believe we can wrap up here if you'd all like.
I am getting kind of tired. I would like that.
Come back for our probably final session next time to conclude things.
Huzzah.
I will say that with how long we're going, we could absolutely do a fourth if you guys wanted to, but that's
Oh,
up
hell
to
yeah.
you.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
hell
have
yeah.
plenty
We weren't
of
as-
content.
We weren't as risky this week as we could have been, so I feel like we didn't move as fast. But we also
No.
didn't die, so
That's good.
We saw a ghost.
we saw. Yeah.
But anyways, I'll end our recording here.